adventure awaits. I didn't actually lip sync it, but you just did the movements.
It made it better.
Too tired for that.
Hello, chat. How you guys
Hi,
doing
guys.
today? Hi. Welcome, adventurers.
So when we said we were gonna be an hour late, y'all you knew that meant like an hour and 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Like you knew.
Always.
You know
We
us
didn't
too
need
well
to
by
say
this
that
point.
part.
They know.
Sorry everyone, we had some stuff going on, last minute things, and Jordan just got his booster yesterday, so he's feeling a little bit under the weather. So we're making do, but we are very excited. If you guys saw the announcement, Tabletop has some very scary plans for us today.
I am 100% excited.
Scary.
Also Tabletop with the 6-month resub.
Pog, thanks, Tabletop.
Wow.
Muffin PS with the 7 months. Zentrada with the 6 months.
Vape Daddy with the 7. Wow.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, fam.
I really am gonna get those sub badges done one of these days, I promise.
Has it really been 7 months?
Yeah,
Oh
Jammer,
my goodness.
my camera's a little fucky
Fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky.
on stream.
It's fine. We're just capturing your essence
Help me.
right there.
Oh, did I fuck something up? Hang
You're
on.
super short, okay?
No,
Maybe
I
when
mean-
we go to battle map, you'll be okay. We'll see.
Yeah, it's not like you moved it. I feel like this is usually where your camera is, right?
No, it's usually a little higher up.
Maybe
No,
you're
like
just
your
shorter today.
your physical camera is in the same spot though, right? Like you
Yeah,
didn't
it
move
never
Yeah.
changes. Yeah, it's always the
Whoops.
same.
I might have moved you. Probably happened. We were trying to adjust some things, so
Jordan just really likes the Silverstein art behind you.
I just
It
gonna
is pretty
focus on
fucking dope.
purely the Silverstein. I'm just gonna zoom
My
in
next
on
tattoo
that.
is gonna be a
Tattoo.
Silverstein tattoo, BT dubs.
Nice.
Excited.
How is everybody? How are y'all, chat? You good? You ready? I'm not ready.
Are you good, chat? Are you fucking
I'm still
good?
waking up from Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, dude. How was the
Yeah,
stream
I
overall? Tuned in as much
It
as we
was
could.
good. I tried to save Totoro and I couldn't.
Yeah, you asshole.
I know the first thing we
The
woke up in the
fuck?
morning and we tuned back into your stream and you're like, "Hey, Totoro's dead," and we're like, we like look over at Totoro and we look at the phone and we're like,
The beginning of that game is like I'm walking literally the chubbiest corgi I've ever seen. I'm like, this is straight up Totoro right here.
He's
And then
not
everybody in
chubby.
chat's like,
He
I
is
swear
not
to God,
even
if anything
chubby.
happens to this dog, and I'm like, guys, they're showing the dog for a reason. Of course something's gonna happen. And then like we see this horrific scene of Totoro drowning. We're like, ah!
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
awful.
Very glad
Glad
we
I
did
didn't
not see that then.
Yeah.
No.
But no, the rest of it was good. I've never done a stream that long before. That was 15 hours. I
That's rough.
tried to go for 18, but I had to stop at
Damn.
15. I was exhausted. But I
Yeah,
also
that's
like
great, though.
that day when I started Friday. I mean, I woke up at like 8, 9 o'clock, worked for 8 hours, and then did a subathon. So I was already like awake
Yeah.
for 24
yeah.
hours.
That's what I did for my 24 hours, and it was such a mistake. It was
I'm gonna
rough.
have to peer pressure you people into doing a very long stream at our year.
I
For
would be down
D&D?
for that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, as long as we had enough time to prepare for it and everything, I'd be down.
Everybody take Monday
24
off.
hour tabletop session.
How long you said? 24?
Okay, maybe
We
that's
are
an
log
hour.
resting in real time.
Your throat will get destroyed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I've done 8 hours before. I'm not against it.
Yeah, 8 and 24 are completely different, by the way.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
Sessions are 8.
Let's go ahead and do a quick thing here. So,
On a side note, when I played on Wednesday with my buds, it was like our shortest session ever. It was like 2 hours. I'm like, why, guys? Why?
Need more. 2 hours.
so
too short.
last time, you guys ended up in a bit of a situation at the inn, as well as at the manor. As you were discovering what was downstairs, you ended up fighting against this very strange scale and flesh abomination.
We just call him Ski.
The end result of that, the end result of the butler's transformation ended up the death of the butler ended up alerting Karate to find out what was that something had happened in this manor home, and advance the plot significantly. Pulling out an ocarina, he played a note, and you heard chaos erupt across the city streets as well as inside of the spa. With this, we went into combat. And not noticed because this is impossible to miss, and saw that a good portion of the population down here ended up turning into demons. Bodies littering the streets as well as the guards and other survivors rummaging about trying to fight off this horde. Those of you inside the manor managed to kill the butler and escape from the not dragonflesh, that's not what it is, but this abomination. Realizing, of course, that it looked like the amalgamation of the daughter and a basilisk. You ran and fought towards the spa area. Meanwhile, inside, you were accosted by several maw demons, fending them all off very handily with a few lucky failures on their part as well. When the other three arrived, it ended with Fayana killing Karata. And we ended that session with the guards managing to pull a small victory as they managed to fight off against demons. And the last sound you heard was the little trill of a lizard and a crying girl outside. You haven't investigated yet what was out there, but the spoils are still here. And of course, one of the bigger things that had happened as well is that ocarina was collected and revealed to be a part of the sigil, known as the Shard of Control. That very tense and desperately was played by Kilius and formed by will and purpose into a string on the lute. Now with the Shard of Control in your grasp, as well as the aftermath of this, we come into today's session. The first thing you would all notice looking around is the bodies littering the streets as the guards begin to clean up a little bit. And of course, you see Kira on the ground, crying, holding onto the basilisk. She does seem a little different. One eye is very reptilian still. However, the majority of the transformation that seems to have occurred has left. She is normal, aside from that one eye. The basilisk
was like embracing her.
Yes.
I imagine when the guards are like cleaning up on the streets, they just have giant push brooms and they're just pushing all the bodies. Probably like just sweeping them off the edge.
Clean up
Actually,
Into the
that
lava.
is entirely correct with the demon corpses. Any demon bodies that have remained that haven't turned to ash are being swept off the shelf.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Oh, all right.
No, that is actually what's
They're
happening.
giving
They
us
are.
like quick like side eyes.
They don't know. Not all of them know. However, let's go ahead and quickly determine this. I want those of you in the inn, because Fayana also mentioned this beforehand, I would like perception checks from everyone for your loot.
Ooh.
Schloot! We love Schloot chat. Oh, damn.
Why was that a
What?
spooky roll?
Yours
I think
is
it
so
was-
spooky every time now. Yours is
Because
like
it's a-
fucking 24.
I think it's
Every time
over
you
20.
roll anything now.
It's over. Actually, for me, it's if I roll higher than 15, I think it does that.
Oh.
One.
That's fair.
I
All
got
right.
nothing.
You got a string of death.
This rock is made of rock.
All right, so Phoenix,
like, bite it?
Kilius, you two are kind of fixating on the bodies and as well as the other stuff going around, just trying to get through it.
You see that
Uh, Thorin, Umbra, and Fayana, you guys are going through and rummaging. You are able to collect a few things. In total, you've collected probably so if you were to look over the body of Karate, you would probably have and the bodies that have remained from. If you decide to go through the bodies that remained from the transformations, because those corpses are literally blown apart from having the demons erupt from them. If you look at those corpses, you do find a grand total of about 200 gold pieces across everybody that is passed in the inn.
Damn, they rich.
Yeah, they were. They were
You
rich.
also find the following things. So you find on Karate's person leather armor that has a bit of a shimmer to it. You find that there is the weapon on his person, the rapier, is now on the floor. It is not vanishing this time.
Wait, who's finding this?
You three are finding all this.
Can I pick that
Fiona,
up?
I got
And then-
24, though.
I'm going to come to you in a minute.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And then you also find that there are, and Rook, you do see all this as well, of course, because you did get a 24, but you were going to spot something else as well. And you also find a, what looks to be this kind of, you also see that on the ground looks to be this wand that is on his person. Umbra, you in particularly find the wand on the person.
Oh.
Now, Rook, you spot another thing. You find that there is a number. There seems to be a small. How do I describe this exactly? You find that there is something else on his person that doesn't quite look like. It doesn't look quite right. It seems to be a piece of iron that, upon inspection, can you give me an Arcana check?
Yes. Be a good roll. Good enough.
Okay.
Look at that perception modifier.
16. So yeah, that's gonna
Damn.
17. That's good. So you're gonna see that this iron piece is you recognize this, and it seems to be kind of like some of the iron pieces that you saw above. It looks like one of the dog tags that marks the below. However, this one seems to be emanating certain energies, and as you look it over, it looks like that there are jade scratches on it. And you see a number and there is a grand total of, and I'll give you the exact number, whatever I roll, it's going to be plus 20.
Also,
You
chat,
see
we
it-
hope you have an amazing weekend.
You see that there's an indicator of 71.
Indicator of 71
Yes,
on the dog tag.
on the dog tag. 71. And as you are looking around as well, you are noticing that all of the bodies that have, and as you're noticing this as well with your 24 perception, you would see this. All the bodies, because as you were down here, you know a lot of people were wearing these tags. However, it seems like all of the ones that you have come across are also marked. You're seeing that, or not marked per se, but you do see that everyone who has had their bodies kind of exploded from demons, all of them of these tags, all of them seem to have been marked for the below. You know that a lot of people were wearing them down here. Not everybody, but anyone who has the marker. So, kind of safe to say, you kind of get the impression that anyone with these dog tags on that mark them for the below might have them as well, or might have had this problem happen.
Like the magic part?
Yes, every single victim of the demons has a dog tag. The
Right, so
exact
they all
same
have
iron.
So they have like the scratches as well, all the jade scratches that you talked about on this one.
Yes, they all have. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, they all have the jade scratch. One jade scratch.
And then they're all of them are magical.
They're all marked by the jade scratch. You're not sure how magical they might be, but they're all marked.
Okay. I guess I'll just bring it over to Kilius and be like, yo, figure out what the fuck's going on here.
It's a dog tag. Is like the rest of them?
Mm-hmm.
Look a little more closely at it. Seems to be abnormal.
Well, I rolled a 1 on my perception, so
No,
I
there's something
can't see.
different.
I
No,
can't see shit.
No,
They just like shove it in your face, like look at it.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see a goddamn thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, with Rook pointing it out, you do see this jade marker on the tags. It just takes Rook to point it out to you.
Oh shit. Okay.
And you see that it's on all the victims.
All the victims of transformation.
Correct.
Did we hang on to any of them from the below when we went to go see the giant?
I don't think we ever got rid of them. I think you picked up one, didn't you?
You picked up some of the below ones. Do you want to inspect those as well?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. You know what you're looking for, so looking them over real quick, you do see that not all of them, but some are marked with the jade marker.
Okay. Interesting. So some of these were marked for probably transformation, others were not. But how do we know? Surely it can't be just this marker that influenced their transformation. It had to have been in conjunction with the potion
Mm-hmm.
Right.
that
there
fuckface
seems
was
to
giving
be
out.
Some kind of magic embedded in this, but I can't quite figure out what it is.
Wait, you said jade? Can I
Yeah.
can I compare it to the shard of chaos or not chaos? Shard of control.
You
Is
look
it-
at the loot, it looks to be the exact same coloration.
Yeah, that would make sense. It somehow maybe this is a part of the magic that receives the signal to transform.
Maybe.
Meanwhile, Thorin is not looking too hot still.
Oh,
Thorin,
yeah.
you still Thorin does have exhaustion at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Where did I get the
Yeah.
exhaustion from again?
You vomited up an incomplete demon.
Oh, yeah, that
I
would
had-
do
yeah.
I had a stomach abortion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, everyone-
essentially. We're all not
I'm
looking
glad
too
we,
hot here.
I'm
Figured that
fine.
out. I think a lot of us need
I
some
don't know. Yeah, I
rest.
think me, Fayana, and Umber are pretty good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah? Yeah, you sure? Yeah, okay.
I was
well,
impregnated.
I have extra HP.
I was focused.
I didn't have any fucking armor on. I fought in my undies.
True.
Fayana,
I got my armor on now.
Fayana literally just is like, you don't. Fayana also literally pulled the "you don't look there" and then just knocked him out and then just killed him.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna...
Actually, I think this is the first time. Actually, this is the first. I have never had a player kill somebody while in a swimsuit.
Did
That
we
is
do the
first.
cinematic where it's just
Nice.
like the cut, like the camera is always at like the right angle where like someone's like private parts are being blocked, kind of like Austin Powers, you know?
Oh, yeah,
Every
yeah,
time,
that'd be
just
so good.
censored.
Right.
There's like an anime black bar as well sometimes.
You know, okay, can I tell you guys something really, really funny?
Yeah.
Might be a little bit TMI, right? But like, you know, Shelby and I are doing long distance, so we'll be like FaceTiming each other and like we'll be in the shower or she'll be coming out of the shower, I'll be coming out of the shower. But like what I'll do is like I'll put things in front of the camera. So it's like this. And then I'll be like standing there, like I'll put my G Fuel cup right there and it'd be like, yeah, so blah 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 blah. And then it's just like blocking it for her.
I love that. That seems very on brand for you guys.
And then sometimes
What's the problem?
I'll get something smaller behind the bigger object. So when I move the bigger object, she'll think it's my penis, and then it's like another thing right there.
Underneath the
Those
mask
Russian
is
dolls, like
another
you just, like,
mask.
have a lineup of like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like babushka dolls or what are those Russian dolls, nesting dolls?
Yeah.
It's
All
so
right,
funny.
That is amazing.
All right. So also, Fayana, you're covering this part. So Kira is just like she is bawling, into your chest right now. She is just a little bit she's inconsolable at this point. And she just kind of goes, what was I don't understand what's happened. What's my dad?
Fiona
Slap
just
her.
kind of
Get a hold of yourself.
Fiona just kind of hugs her tighter and she says, "It's okay. We'll explain everything to you soon. Like everything's gonna be okay." And she just keeps reassuring her.
Can I use Druidcraft to like, I guess like, essentially, there's lavender in my inventory, so then just kind of use that to waft like more lavender scent towards her to kind of help her calm down a little bit.
Combine that with Fiona's persuasion for advantage to try and get her to calm down.
Yeah, drug her.
So Fiona, give me a persuasion check with advantage to try and just calm her
Drugs?
down.
Somebody say drugs.
Yeah, drug her.
11.
Yeah, she is. You can kind of tell that like some of the the sobbing is not stopping, but she's not. She's
Is she
basically
hugging me back?
she's hugging you back,
Okay.
but she's also like you're like basically you're soaking wet with tears at this point. At the same time, it's just like
I think I'm wearing a bathing
she's
suit.
not she's whimpering at this point more than she is actually just straight out crying, but she's not okay.
We should
The
probably
guards-
take back with us to the tower.
The guards begin to come up to you and they look at the situation as it stands and they go, all right. I gotta get this accent right because it was Russian, Irish, or Scottish. Let's see. We'll
I think it was more Scottish.
Right.
well, I all I remember is that Ski then said I was just basically doing like a Finnish accent. That's all I remember. All right. So what? You're all... So, all right, all of you, you're going to be having to come with us. I know you're not supposed to be down. You're not originally supposed to be down here. We're going to do it. We are emergency evacuating a good portion of the below. So if you then please, anyone who has lesser crimes, head to the elevator. The rest of all of you, please proceed over. And if you could give us a report as to... And he looks back, it's like... Karate?
Not in front of the girl.
No, yeah.
He looks down and he's just
also-
like...
I'm gonna
Yes.
shoot him a quick message and say, "He didn't make it, buddy."
Oh no, wait, he didn't see Karate because Karate is in the
He's
water.
inside the.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm
hit
gonna
him
tell
in
him
the
he's inside the spa. He didn't make it. Don't say this in
Oh.
front of her girl. She does not know yet.
Oh, got it. Understood. All of you, if you can please come back over. We need to take a formal couple reports and He looks down at her and kind of just shakes his head. Well, there's no place for down here. There's no place down here. We're going
We'll
to have
take
to
her
send...
with us.
we
Alright.
can help her.
All right. If you all could go ahead and file a formal report over, we'll get this all sorted out for it. We'll get this all sorted out. You get a guard escort where you can kind of walk the streets and you see that there are people crying in the streets. You see there are people also just beside themselves and you kind of get these mutterings and hearings of, it's just, I know that we were sent down here, but even we don't deserve this. What has happened here? We got to go see. Do people need healing? We need to go see Karate. He's got the potions. We could survive this maybe. As a guy, there's a lot. We got to tend to our own first. You see that there are people like they're shoving and depositing corpses off the shelf that are closer towards the edge. You see guards kind of running through. You see clerics running through. As you reach back over to the central hub, to the central area, and you walk into that fortress where you first came in from the elevator. The guards ask you each for statements. Are you guys? They're gonna ask you generally for just a statement as to what happened. Do you just kind of want to blot it, or is there anything else in particular you want to say to them?
I think we gotta
May-
tell him about karate.
I think
Yeah,
we tell them
can't
the
have
truth.
people drinking his potions. It's
We just
dangerous.
We just don't tell them that we came down there on our own accord. I think that still stays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stands.
So
Basically,
yeah.
just letting them know the plot that karate had of anybody who drank his potions was susceptible to his magic to transform like this.
all right.
Real quickly, what was all the loot that we got at the bathhouse? How much gold did we get?
You got a grand total of 200 gold from all bodies. You got a leather
Just for the
armor,
bag of holding.
and you got a rapier as well that belonged to karate. You have a wand as well that you would have to still identify.
Yeah.
And then you also found the iron piece. Rook found the iron piece that has the marks on it. And of course, Hilius has the sigil string that now has a sigil string that, as I discussed, that is actually a party item. And it will change its form, but not its abilities, based off of who's wielding it.
Right. We
Would it be
tell
okay
them
if I
about
picked up that rapier?
How many swords do you got?
I don't even know about it.
Try and collect the mods like Pokemon.
Right. Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to find that next sword. So I have a feeling there's something about this one. I'm gonna check it out later. I just wanted to grab it for the meantime.
Okay.
You could take the armor too, because I don't use armor. So
I don't need the leather armor.
I don't.
I,
got
for the
some
love
pretty
of
good
God,
armor.
need better armor, please. I have an AC of 12.
It is assumed that you have collected. It's also assumed that you've collected your stuff, so you are all back in your armors and clothes as proper.
Oh, thank God.
You had time to do that.
anymore.
Yeah, you had time to change before you left.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you give your statements. It's a look. Another guard. It's a lot to take in there. The potions. We've been getting our supplies from the above, so we've never actually partaken of them. That would explain why the guards were unaffected by and large. But a few of them have, so a few of our own were caught in this. We had reports, though. We're glad that down here mobilized quickly. Above we had a situation as well. There apparently was a situation above as well. Far less casualties, though. More isolated.
Yeah, some crazy spider attack or something?
No, well, after the spider was put away to where it was put to rest.
Wait, I
The
thought
spider-
the spider ran away.
It did run away. No, I mean the situation put to rest. Sorry, we didn't
Okay,
get to kill the spider. It just vanished on us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we see.
But yeah, we thought it was a phase spider. It turned fucking invisible and ran off.
Crazy. It's weird.
But
That hasn't come back apparently.
Good
yeah.
for you.
About a day, like almost a day later, we had reports coming in from the Cragshire of problems, and then some people in our own town turned as well. There's a good 30 demons between the two places. Or a good, like 10, 15 demons all popped up at once, similar.
All
bodies
up in
erupted.
town?
They were handled quickly, though. There wasn't enough. I think if we had the swarm that we had down here combined with up there, would have been a lot worse.
Probably.
I think we were able to put a stop to it.
Aye. But, your statement fits. You're all fit to go back up. He gestures for all of you to lean in closer. I'm assuming Kira's with you. At her basilisk.
Yes.
I am holding her.
Then he tells you to stay back, Fayana, and brings the other 5 of you closer. Regarding the girl, we know that she belongs to karate, and we've been messaging back and forth. We know that karate is currently the source. If your statements are true and the source of it, we're going to be launching an investigation. We're going to send you all back up, but you can't leave town for at least a day till we can confirm a few things.
You're not my
If you're-
dad.
If your statement's true, could even be less than that before that. You are considered to be under watch and detained within the city.
That's fine.
Not criminally, but well, you are suspect until we can prove otherwise.
Umbra,
That's all.
I assume that you told them about whatever the fuck you guys found over at his house?
Did we? the
Did you?
question.
That's up to you.
That's why I was asking. Umbra, would you have revealed what you found in the house, or would have Phoenix or Thorin revealed down there?
Yeah.
I want to explore that extra room first.
Wait, you want to go back before we tell him anything?
I don't know if we're
Yeah.
gonna be able to, are we?
I'm not sure.
If you want to do that, Umbra, to explore that room real quick.
If we can just fast forward for it.
Oh, we can say that
Just
we
fast travel.
Kira wants to
Yeah.
get some stuff.
From
Oh,
her
yeah.
house. True.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do that. Good plan.
Okay, so you say to him that you want to get some stuff for Kira. So, okay, we can fast forward this. So,
Yeah.
of course, we can. Before we send you up, go ahead. We'll send a guard regiment as well, just to make sure. But Kira can go get her things. We're going to start already. She's going to be staying with some people in the main household until we can figure out if we can find family for her.
We know where her grandfather is, actually.
Might not be a bad idea.
We can take her to
Stay with
him.
some family.
He's up above, good people.
Yeah.
Oh.
The priest
Wait,
of
is it the
destroyer.
grandfather on the dad's side or the mom's side?
It's
Dad's
Bradley's father.
Oh yeah, he's probably just as fucking crazy too.
No, he was
I
a good
I
guy.
remember talking to him. He was a good guy.
I mean,
Well,
we thought I
that
don't know,
karate
man.
was
We
good.
we thought
Priest of
karate.
the destroyer.
Remember when we thought karate was a good guy? You guys didn't want me to kill him, and I
Okay,
had
know.
it. Had
But
it.
to be fair, the dad doesn't like karate, right? Like he knew he was evil. Like he
The
told
dad
her.
is the dad was beside himself that karate was thrown down here because he knew that there was a crime and he has disowned his son.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's just like upset that his son was a better villain than he would ever be.
Oh my
So
god.
pessimistic.
I want to go to a bar and I want to put a knife at his gut underneath the table for his dad and be like, "Are you evil too?" And you guys would be like, "No."
Yeah, I'm trusting Thorin's gut this time, man.
All right,
Sorry,
so-
not to,
This
Not
whole
to-
situation could have been avoided.
not to derail, but wasn't his dad the one that was he when we were done fighting the giant? He was like at that outpost or whatever. Am I making that up?
He was in the crack. He was in the area of the Cragtown towards the south, and he was.
So didn't he heal Thorin from being mummified?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
And
Yeah.
he also, you also overheard his conversation regarding the son because he heard who you were guys were after,
Yeah.
and he kind of just went into this whole thing about it because he
Okay.
doesn't know how in a sense, you get the idea he was still processing what happened at the
Okay.
same time as.
I just wanted to make sure I had the right guy
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
head.
you got the right guy. All right,
Okay.
so let's fast forward. You are going to go back to the house. There are going to be some guards with you. Under the guys that Kira's going to collect her things. They say that you say that they're going to. So he just nods that you're going to bring her to the grandfather. That helps a lot, actually. We'll see what we can do then. Send the guards with you just to make sure they're going to go explore. And actually, we'll let you go ahead. Collect her things. I think it would be traumatizing for the girl if she saw a bunch of guards headed into the house and ransacking the place for information. So we'll send the guards behind you in tow, but we won't do anything. We'll just keep an eye on you. Make sure nothing else
you.
goes awry. So you guys go back.
Yes.
To fast forward this real quick, let me go ahead and do this. We're not going to actually use it for combat, but we are going to use it so you have an idea as to what you guys see. So let me quickly pull up the map for there. I need to delete majority of chapter 1's information. It's still in here. And the entirety of the tower for chapter 3 is in here. Good God, what have I done in this game? Yes, here we go.
Duo, what did you do?
He ripped up his toy. He's just looking at me. He's like,
Oh,
"New
dude,
toy."
I was watching that go down. He was
Dad,
going
the
mad
toy
that day.
broke.
Yeah, that's like, it's my favorite thing about giving him toys. He just loves ripping out all the stuff. It's his favorite part. And I get so much serotonin whenever I watch him. So I'll take his toy, restuff it for him. And I think that's what he's waiting for.
Like, all right, Dad, fix it.
I wish Thoro
That's
would do
so
that. He just
cute.
eats it.
Yeah.
What?
Kirby's it.
He would pull the stuffing out and then eat the stuffing, and then pull out more stuffing and eat it. There would
Yum,
be no
yum, yum,
stuffing
yum.
to put back in. Yeah.
Mhm.
Thought it was
Jesus.
Thanksgiving, I guess.
Oh, before I forget, Jordan, what was that one I can't use again?
I don't remember. You're talking the soundtrack
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you
Arkham.
wrote it in the
on
Discord.
YouTube's. Let me see if I can find it.
It's an
There he
Arkham
goes.
thing.
Right back to it, duo. Nice.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna just play it safe and play Rivers of the
So
Night then.
the toys that I get them, they're called OMG toys, and they have like so much stuffing in them, so they're big and stuffy. But they also have like a toy inside of it. He never plays with the toy inside of it, but he likes pulling them out. But like, it's really fun because each one's different. So this one's a giant apple, and inside of it is a doctor. And I guess it's because
Oh,
like an apple a day
yeah.
keeps the
Oh,
doctor
Yeah.
away.
yeah.
So there's a
That's
doctor
really
inside that one.
funny.
He got like a werewolf head that had a full moon inside of it.
Aw.
They have so many different ones, but they're
I
really,
would
really
get that
fun.
for Totoro if he wouldn't eat the stuffing. I'm jealous that Duo
Alright.
doesn't eat it.
Yeah, he doesn't eat
know-
it, but Romeo does.
Oh, okay.
Romeo.
You know what, Tabletop?
I
Those
think Twitch.
those notifications are no longer on the YouTube channel for that specific song. So
Oh,
I
that
don't
works.
see it anymore. So I think you're in the good.
Cool. By the way, Twitch is still loading into the basement, isn't it? There we go. Okay.
Everybody is.
I just have a black screen, but it says game paused.
Mine,
Oh, yeah.
I'm still loading in.
Let's unpause that. All right. So Twitch
Here we
can
go.
see, so that's what matters here right now. I'm gonna move. Umbra, can you see?
Oh, I can
Ski
see
is
now.
still in the seat below. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ski.
Yes.
You guys all re-entered into the basement area. However, Fayana, are you just gonna help Kira collect her stuff?
Yeah, I can stay with Kira and go up to her room.
Okay.
I'll go
So-
down with Ski.
All right.
I'll
So
go up
every.
with
Umbra.
Fayana.
All right. So Rook and Fayana, you are gonna help Kira. That's passive, so you don't have to do anything. She's collecting a lot of stuff. You do know the only thing that you notice that she's collecting, despite her age, she has a lot of books that she's throwing into her bag. And they are of certain things that are like almost Men in Black kind of Will Smith pointing out, like, why is a child reading up on physics levels of magic? Like she's grabbing magic books and she's grabbing like certain research material, and she's also grabbing a bunch of stuffies and a bunch of like handmade stuffies, some toys. You can see that she's also got like she also pulls you guys over into another room where she's grabbing all of the basilisk stuff, which is just a lot of food, which is basically just foods, kibbles kind of stuff.
No.
But she has a lot of books that are like, this is advanced for your age. What the hell?
Damn.
You're a
Can I
genius.
comment on it? Can I say something to her, or are we
Yeah,
just
you
staying
can, like-
passive? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Fiona looks at her and she's like, "So you really like to read, huh? What's your favorite book?"
Well, there's two. I really, sorry. I really like,
And she kind of shows you one, and it's a storybook. It looks like a storybook, and as she kind of like flips it open and shows you some pictures, you kind of start to see that there are familiar names in there. Give me an investigation check real quick.
Okay.
As she's kind of flipping it a little bit to show you the pictures. And see what you can actually catch as she's flipping through it. Not bad for a +0 at all.
Ooh.
You are catching a few names here. You catch Tavir's name, you catch Coda's name, you catch several names, and you realize that this is a storybook, like a child's version of the history of the War of the Mines, told as if it was a fairy tale.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Yo.
Do you mind if we read this one together someday
yeah, we can do that. It's
when we're not in so much of a hurry?
yeah, that'd be fine. It's one of my favorites. Dad used to say that he was learning from one of the people in this book, and it was really cool and it was fun and stuff. My other favorite's this one.
And she shows you another book, and this one is like, huh? It seems to be a book of arcane theorems and just different theories of like basic arcane magics.
Okay.
Yana's speechless.
Child prodigy out here.
Since I scholar, do I recognize any of these books?
Oh, the one that she's holding very much so. Just this is a basic level. This is like a very like it's not basic, but it's a little bit more of like magical theory. And kind of helps cast and it helps with like people who are learning how to cast magic determine like how spells operate, the different components and spell effects. Like it's very much it's kind of like you've gone through Magic 101, this is Magic 102.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
And she's
wow.
like, yeah, and she's like fucking young to be reading that one, but she kind of flips through it and she points at one of the spells and goes, "This one's interesting because it's weird how it works. It's such a basic level thing, but what's advanced about it is that it never misses. I don't quite understand how magic missiles never miss, but it's an interesting theory. However, and it's also really weird because like you can barrage people with this spell, and it's very close and akin. And she starts kind of going off. She kind of
Ayana
like
takes
gives
the
you like
book and just slowly closes it. She's like, okay, yeah, we'll talk about this more another day.
yeah, you're basically stopping her from giving you like a small lesson on evocation magic.
Okay. Anything else that you need to grab?
She grabs a stuffed copy of the basilisk and then throws it on top of the book in the
Does the
bag.
basilisk have a name, by the
I
way?
like this kid.
Do we have a name for the basilisk?
We call her we've just been calling her Bassie.
Oh.
Love it. I'm here for it.
You know that DM just made that name up on the spot.
That's fine. I love this.
I've had that nickname in the back of my head for a long time just because of the fact that I've had it ready since the first time it was introduced. So, those of you downstairs, because the music apparently didn't loop. Let's fix that real quick. I'll just play this one because it's funny. Alright. Those of you downstairs.
Oh shit. Why is it called Mwah ha 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 ha? Excuse me?
What's going
What
on?
kind of soundtrack is this?
What's happening?
I'm Batman.
What's going on?
Umbra, where am I right now? What is this place?
You're behind me.
On a
You're
car.
Okay.
looking into my back right now.
Where am
Okay.
I?
I put my nose
Umbra.
directly on Umbra's back, and I'm just like,
You remembered seeing a door
You need
on
to do
the other
laundry.
end. And you've already explored this room for the most part. You've already got an idea of what's in this room was basically nothing but that circle. And a few things scattered about. However, you remembered the door. And I remember distinctly that you were like, I couldn't get to the door before we had that situation.
Yeah.
There's a door over there.
So let's go ahead and do this.
Dude.
What do you guys want to do about the door?
I kick it open.
For traps. No,
like here's like me like right behind Umbra, like terrified, and Umbra's like, yeah, and then I'm gonna kick it.
Kick it open for
All right, it's like,
traps,
all right, guys. So the
so-
plan is that we're just gonna sneak in there real slow, like, and you just run in there.
Okay,
I wanted to
so
look for traps because of the last door was trapped.
yeah, but Kilius kicks the door open.
Yeah.
Oh, and the light shut off. Apparently.
Well, apparently that door is also a light switch. Thanks, man.
I kick
What?
it again.
Oh, there we go. It's on again.
It's like clap on, clap off.
Wait, did the door actually like?
The lights are shut off.
For me,
Shh.
I can
Is
see.
there gonna be a Necronomicon in this?
1 second. I know how this is gonna go down.
I read from the Necronomicon.
Oh shit.
Whenever I populate you
Oh,
guys,
we didn't
early-
heal or anything, did we?
No, you didn't. Can you make me a quick Constitution saving throw, Jordan?
What
It's
the
really
fuck?
echoey.
Oh no.
You kicked the door open,
It's
and
really
without
echoey.
before Umbra could do
I'm
anything.
gonna break my leg.
Just trap.
Fine.
Oh.
Well, Umbra, I think he's dead. It's a mimic door. No.
I swear to
Oh
God, dude.
no.
You kick the door open, and as your foot touches the door and rings it open, you feel this strenuous amounts of energy. Jordan goes down.
Oh.
As you
know what?
you literally feel part of your life force enters through into this door.
What the?
What the fuck?
Oh, have you guys seen Lock and Key?
I have not.
Jordan
No?
and I watched the first
Yeah.
season.
You know the door where like you walk through it and like you die, but like
You
you're
leave,
ghost.
yeah.
But you can come back. I wonder if it's
You like astral project.
Yeah. Also, I was gonna make a joke. You know how like miners back in olden times brought like canaries, like little birds?
Oh
Because
yeah.
if there was like a gas leak somewhere and the bird died and meant to get out of there, Jordan's
Kill it.
kind of like the same way. It's like, all right, we should leave. Yeah,
He
King
has
Hope.
That's a
This is
bad
why.
door.
That counts.
Is anyone doing anything about Jordan? Because Jordan can make a death
Yeah, I'm
saving throw.
leaving.
Wait. No. Can I go over? I would run over.
Bye.
I would run over to Jordan and like he's out.
Yeah, he's unconscious.
Can I do like
He
some kind of like check
Medicine
to
check.
figure out like what just happened? Like what did we see? Witnessing?
You saw
Well, the
you
light
saw
shut off
his
again.
foot hit the door.
Okay.
You saw his foot hit the door.
Okay.
It connected. The door burst open. However, you saw energy, like black crackles of lightning, go towards Jordan and then just get absorbed into the door frame. And then you went down.
Can I look for traps now?
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
You look for traps. I'm gonna stabilize.
To kick the door a
Helios.
second time. I would like to.
Bro, give me a perception check, please.
Do I do a medicine check to stabilize Helios?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
That empty health part.
Also, Twitchiest can't see, by the way. Oh, you check for traps. I was like, you arrest me! No, it's for the traps.
Well, I think I got
Second.
an 11, so I think I still stabilize you.
Ah, thank
Maybe.
you. Tabletop?
All right. So,
Just
yes.
punch
So now, Kilius is now unconscious but is stable.
I'm like,
No death
come
saves.
on!
And Umbra, with a nat 20, you see that there are very tiny scritches in the door frame that have symbols. What languages do you
The
speak
kitty
again?
was here.
Every language.
You speak the correct language for this. So you see that there are markings in the door that are written in infernal script. And you recognize this. You recognize the language of what it is, and you read out that it says that this door has a aura about it of necrotic energy and you read that it basically those who touch the door will be sapped of their life force.
Like all of it?
I come back from
TLDR?
consciousness for like
Yeah.
1 second just to say, I can read Infernal. And then back
It is
down.
it's written in infernal
Sorry,
script.
what was that? I
however-
wasn't listening. Did
This
Helios
sign
say
won't stop
something?
me because I can't read.
Heard nothing.
This sign won't stop because I can't read.
Umbra, you can roll an Arcana check to you can roll an Arcana check to see if you can disable.
Let's see.
That'll work. You go through and you manage to do a small bit of carving to the runes to negate them.
Nice.
And you
You
see
like
that
write on the runes, no you.
and you see that there's a black crackle of lightning that shoots between the door that shoots between the door frame with the open through the door frame itself where the door is kicked in, and then the lightning just stops.
Ooh, I like necrotic.
It's short and you posted the link to the meme.
I feel like we should from now on like live tweet memes of just references of whatever the fuck's going on and just
Here's
give
like-
no context.
It's like, here's what you guys are missing. Do it right now.
I love I love out of context D&D. All right, do you want to go into the room then, Umbra?
Perfect.
I slowly go inside.
Okay, and I'm gonna pull Twitches in there so they can see the whole room.
I want to go in the room. Too.
My.
Holy shit.
What
You
the
see a number of bodies, as well as you can barely make out what is a bookshelf in the bottom left corner. This seems to be magic circle. You see magic circles on the floor, several bodies as well, covered in wrappings, bloodstains covering this place, and it looks like that there are remnants of malformed demons that are just on the ground.
Oh.
In the center of the circle, you also just spot what looks like
Witches.
chat is infernal now.
Chad stands at the center of the circles.
In the center of the circle, you see what looks to be just a little altar setup that has a book in the middle, black candle on one side, blue candle on the other, and the entire room just smells of decay and salt, decay, sulfur, and just it's not great in here. Bloodstains mark across walls as well, ranging from fresher to older. And you can see that in the bottom left corner is a bookshelf. And there's not many books in it. It seems that it does have a number of different skulls on it, more candles, just more ritual work, it looks like.
What was the language that was on the door frame?
Abyssal.
Right? Oh, abyssal.
Abyssal or infernal?
Infernal script, but it was abyssal.
Oh. My house is big abyssal.
I speak both those languages. Can I?
The last thing I'm going to say here as well is that you do see that in the circles look to be more pieces of black iron. Of the iron tags littered throughout.
Shit.
Oh. Are the candles lit right now?
The candles are very faintly lit. There's no real light in this room, but they're very, very dim in the center. So let me go ahead and create that effect real quick. All right, so go ahead and, while I'm getting this set up real fast, go ahead and tell me what you want to do.
I want to look at that. You said there was like a book on that altar, right?
There's a bookcase.
There you go. So if I click on you, you should be able to see a very faint. Yeah, should be a very faint glow in that room now.
I love how you guys are going in the room that just sapped me of my life force.
That was your own fault, to be honest.
the door.
That was.
I also tweeted it too.
I hate doors.
When you're playing D&D and accidental adventures and your bard instantly kicks the only spooky door covered in abyssal markings in a culturalist ritual room that also happens to instant kill you on a failed save.
How do we?
Actually, he only did 9 points of damage. He had 6 health.
It's 6
It's like you're weary.
How do we wake him up? Can we just wake his ass up? Kick him a couple times?
If you want to heal him.
Healing healing, or let me go ahead and roll this number.
Don't kick me too hard, you'll knock me unconscious again.
He's going to be out for a number of 1d4 hours, basically.
Oh,
wait, even if I cure wounds him?
No, if you heal him, it'll be faster.
All right. I'll cure wounds the guy.
So he'll be he'll be able to come back up.
All right, so I roll 1d8 plus my spell casting,
which is wisdom for rangers.
Why is
Wisdom
your
for
text like going outside of the text box?
And wrapping like around
Just
it.
fuck your shit, that's why.
Yeah, it's not wrapping properly, I guess. Oh well.
What was it?
Phoenix, give me an investigation roll, as you said you were going for the books, right?
Well, more specifically, you said there was like
a book on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Okay, in that case, you go to the book on the floor, and you start to look, and you start to kind of get a glimpse at it. You speak. Wait, Phoenix, you speak that?
Do I speak it? I don't know. What is it?
It's in your languages. What the fuck? Okay. Works for me. Phoenix, you can read. You can read Abyssal, so you're able to read this book.
Cool.
Nice.
Cool. Nice.
You look it over, and it seems to be notes, and you see that it is describing a ritual involving marking that all of the iron marks, all the everyone who has visited my potion shop has had a tally marker placed on their iron to show that they have partaken of my potions. And it describes how each potion is. You look at the bodies on the ground of the demons, and you notice that as you're reading through, you're seeing that what happened was these demon parts were being, in a sense, reforged in someone's body.
Kind of like making new cells out of dead cells, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. They were basically using the bodies as a catalyst to regenerate, under the idea that that after discovering a sigil shard was found, and as you read, with the sigil in mind. So the ritual basically was saying that with this sigil, combining with this, it's that. Phoenix. The final pages of this journal contain, if you were to rip out a portion of this journal, you notice that if you did so, you would effectively have a scroll of conjured demon.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
That's handy.
Let's rip
So-
that out then. Let's do that. Yeah.
Okay, so you rip out the pages. So go ahead into your inventory and put Scroll of Conjured Demon into your inventory. So if you had a wizard in the party, they could actually permanently learn that spell. But that is a thing.
It just summons me in the middle of a circle. Curious.
Technically, you're a devil.
want?
All right, Umbra, what are you doing in this room while Phoenix is reading?
Guess I walk towards the bookcase in the lower left and just look over the bodies as I walk. Are they just commoners or?
They look like just common folk that probably would have been. Yeah, they look like common folk.
What's funny is that Twitchies can't see Umbra, but we can see his health bar.
So, Umbra, you look over the books and you look over everything. You see there's a lot of ritual pieces.
Yeah.
You see there are vials of. You see that there are vials that are marked. You see that some of them are marked. You see 2 vials in particular that are marked. For basically it's marked. It's blood that has a marker next to it, and it's just basically it's reading how long that blood has been on the shelf in those vials.
Expiration date.
You also see the skulls that are there are different skulls that are there, and you also see the very few books that are on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
One of them seems to be a self-written encyclopedia of lesser demons. The other one looks to be just notes taken, and the last one seems to be just a book on magical circles. Combined together, you can just this basically just screams. These are basically just the rudimentary textbooks of procedures for how to basically get this room up and running, with some of the components necessary.
Can I just grab everything and read it later?
Yeah, you can grab everything and read it later. Just go ahead. So go ahead and add. Go ahead and add to your inventory. Karate's Demon Lab Kit.
Copy.
That'll be the easiest way to basically get the idea of what everything is in there.
Yeah.
3 books. That is all you see in this room, really, is that. And that's the fast forward version of what's in here. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do,
Am I awake again?
you are awake
Yeah,
again.
so I cure wounds for 5. I was like, you really need to learn how to read. Yeah.
Ah, clown has no penis. What the?
What?
What the fuck's?
You know what?
What
I
happened?
kind of liked it better when you were knocked out.
Did you just?
And I attack him for 5 damage.
Ow! Did you just touch me in a very healing manner?
Don't think too much about it. No. No. No.
We should
No.
do this again sometime.
No. No.
Yeah, we should.
Charisma save. Am I enticed by his offer?
Charisma save.
You two are so chaotic together.
One. One.
Sexual healing.
Nat 20. I am not horny for you.
Damn.
Resist.
Maybe next time.
Plus 0 too.
Plus 0. Just straight
All
up.
right.
No, thank you, sir.
All right. So,
I'll be right back. 1 second.
okay. So that's gonna cover what's in here for the most part.
No
If
means
there's anything
no.
else, Kelly, you want to do?
Did anybody inspect these popped open like Kool-Aid jammer things down here?
You can roll an investigation to get a deeper understanding. Yes, that's the
Okay.
last thing, really.
Yeah, I'd like to go and check one of those out here.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I'm not crazy, right? They look like not the Kool-Aid jammers, but the little Kool-Aid packs you'd have as a kid. You like crack them open, you twist open the sides.
Oh yeah.
They look like that shit.
Europe.
All right, investigation. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yo, dice roll.
Ooh.
Ooh, 22.
As you uncover some of these bodies, and one of them. So you uncover the bodies, and you see commoners. For the most part, you see that there are commoners. All of them have had brutal things happen to them. You find that one is missing a majority of its innards. You see another one has long slices across their abdomen and just a lot of bloodletting techniques for the most part. For
Bloodletting?
collection. Yeah.
Oh, to collect their blood.
Yeah.
I glance over towards the circles in the middle. Am I just like, did you use the blood to make that?
Isn't that also like a really old like medical technique because they thought they could like
He was described a bit as a doctor, like the guy who was
Yeah.
making potions. Yeah.
They used to for chat. I believe doctors used to do bloodletting along with like the leeches thing, because they believed that they could like draw the illness out.
That's correct.
Doing so.
So I'm just gonna put that blanket thing back down. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
three of
nah,
them
nah.
are. All three of them are the same. They look like they look like people that are. All of them, for the ones that whose faces you can still make out, it looks like these are just these are just common folk, and batting an eye, you wouldn't even notice that they were gone for the most part. Just kind of like they kind of like the kind of faces that blend in with everywhere.
Average Joes.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Well, that's disgusting. Anybody else find anything here? What you got over in this spooky circle?
I got a fucking book, dude. I got a scroll of conjure demon. I don't know exactly what it does.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool.
Mind if I take a look at that book real quick? What book you talking about?
Hey, wanna take a look at the book?
I'll take a look at that book. I just kicked the door open, that nearly killed me. I'll take a look at that book too. Fuck it.
Take the book, dude. Take the book. Look at that book.
All right.
I will
So-
take the book.
You take the book. I'm gonna assume probably you're gonna take that book with you, or you're gonna leave it here.
Probably gonna take it with me, yeah.
Okay, so we can cover the greater details of that. But
Cool.
you do take the book, and you do see the same thing as I've told Phoenix before, going through the rituals and certain descriptions of how basically to conduct the ritual, and notes taken, and in immediate notes for the irons and
Mm-hmm.
the conjure demon spell.
Little
That
little
was
nighttime
written out.
reading.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, so that covers what's here. Rook and Fayana, you two, Kira kind of goes up to you and kind of just goes, "Okay, I'm ready to go. I think I've
Um,
got everything.
Could I just
Uh,
like examine her real quick? Just like do like a medicine check or something?
medically examine or kind of get a thought, or get an idea of how she's feeling. Examine.
I think more of a medical thing, yeah.
Okay, so you can either roll medicine or perception.
I would rather roll perception.
Okay.
I
Ooh.
rolled from Twitchiest chat then.
Well, works either way.
Ah, Chad has the
Oh, my
all-seeing eye.
dice. It's mine.
All right, I know. So, Rook, you look her over and you notice that from what you can tell, based on the clothes she has, the only thing that has changed is her eye has a slightly, it's more lizardly, her left eye. The other thing you notice is the back of her neck, there are scales running downwards. You don't know how far down those go, but it matches the basilisks. So you think that most of the majority of the transformation has not stuck, but there are some pieces that still remain from whatever happened.
Do they pose any threat to her well-being or no?
She seems perfectly healthy otherwise.
Okay.
It's just these two dramatic changes that have not taken. Let me go ahead and I'm going to do a quick roll here.
Wait, would dispel magic work on that?
You are unsure.
Can I attempt it?
You can attempt it.
Sweet.
Do you have a spell slot for it?
Depends on where it is. Let's see. I do. I have one spell slot for it.
Okay, go ahead and try it. You cast Dispel Magic. Can you roll me a D? Can you please roll me a D20?
Oh
Ooh,
shit!
a contest.
Fuck.
All right. You feel that with great difficulty, there might be something to dispel here, but it fights back against you. You are unable to dispel this magic.
Okay, does Thorn still have that? Didn't Thorn have like a ring of dispel magic?
No, it was a
Mind
ring
shielding.
of mind shield.
Mind shielding.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause back from when we were trying to save your ass, I feel like we had something like that, didn't we?
You had a
I-
one-off.
Was a
I
something.
used a scroll of remove curse from I can't remember where we got it, but we had two. I used one on
Right,
Thorin
no,
when he
it
yacked
was-
up that hairball.
Right. No, this is from like way back when you were like under control.
When you're under witch's
where we
control.
had-
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like we had like a ring or something with dispel magic on it.
I think it was
Okay.
a one-off thing.
Was
Got
it
it,
one
check.
off?
Quite a
all
bit
I
of
got is
one-off
ring
thing
of
and
mind
check your
shield.
inventories. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna go back to the overmap. So,
Okay.
that's what's here, and then
Schloot.
Kira goes, okay, I'm ready to go. I got everything.
I guess I'll have to try again after a long rest.
Is she sniffs a little bit and she kind of looks at you, Fayana. And is Dad coming?
Mask of many faces.
Don't you
Don't you fucking
dare
dare.
deceive this little girl.
You know what? Sometimes you just gotta give her the hard truth, man.
Do I tell her the truth, guys? Like, I know you're not really there, but like,
Well, I'm here.
It's up to you.
yeah.
Well, she's
Up to
gonna
you two.
find out either by some Joe Schmo. You know what? Maybe it's best that you let the
Yeah.
grandpa tell her.
Yeah, so I guess we'll
You literally murdered her dad, so maybe not.
Yeah,
She's right here. Quiet.
Okay, Fiona's gonna crouch down to Kira's level, and she's gonna look her in the face and like be as personal with her as she can, and she's gonna say, "Honey, do you know that your dad was into some very bad things?"
She looks kind of tilts her head. You see tears start to fall as she kind of just nods a little bit and just goes, I just she kind of just waves you off for a second and starts walking outside of the door. And as she's walking, you see her just kind of sniffling and wiping her eyes again. Very puffy face at this point, and she just kind of turns at the doorway, looks at you, looks at your expression, looks at you straight, almost through you, and says, Daddy lied once too. And she keeps walking out the door, and she just walks down the stairs.
Lied once.
Ayana chases after her, and she's like, wait, come back. What do you mean? 2. I'm not lying. I just asked a question.
He just looks at you. Different way of saying it, but it's the same look Dad had when Mom left.
Oh my god.
No.
Okay, I am going to be totally honest with you. Your father's no longer with us.
There are more tears, but she looks at you with this knowing expression because she rolled like a fucking high-ass roll on an insight check.
I was gonna be honest from the beginning. I was just trying to see how much she
I know,
knew.
but she kind of just understands from previous experience at this point, and just understands. It's like,
We can talk more about it once we get above, but it's too dangerous to be down here right now. So if you have questions, I will answer them for you, but we just have to get to a safe place right now.
Yeah, we're gonna take you to your grandpa. Is that okay?
I have a grandfather?
Yeah,
I
and
was
he's
told
a really
you-
nice guy.
You actually do.
Kilius says from the basement.
You're not there.
Wait, I thought we were all up there. I thought we all
I
joined.
thought we were all
you
landing
guys
now.
are heading over there now.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all there. Oh, bad.
No, you guys are going through now, and then so let's fast track this a little bit. You guys, all right. Well, we don't need this music anymore. Let's go back to this.
That's a little bit
Why
more
does this
upbeat.
song sound like the intro to like a 70s porn?
I think you've said that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got deja vu from that, my guy.
I'm about to explore
Roll
your
for
runes, if you know what I'm
sex.
saying.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna take you guys back up.
All right. While we're going up, how long do you think it takes again?
It took about 30 minutes, I believe, last time to go through the whole elevator process.
Okay. I'd like to check out Kira a little bit. And try to inspect her eye and see how it looks, and actually ask her, Kira, is it okay if I check you out a little bit? Your eye is a little bit different if you haven't noticed. We just want to make sure you're okay.
Can you also cast a spell magic, Kilius?
Not dispel, but
Give me
identify can also work on people.
You look at the eye. You can give me a nature, arcana, or investigation check.
I was gonna use identify.
Identify?
As a
Okay,
ritual.
go ahead. You can cast identify on her.
Okay.
I don't know. Does that work on people? Let me see here real quick. That's one thing about identify. It's weird.
You choose an object that you must
think it
touch.
does.
If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Okay then. So you cast identify over the 10 minutes. I'm guessing you're gonna ritual it.
Mhm.
Okay. So she seems to be under some kind of heavy transmutation magics. That's what you get off of her, is that it's a heavy transmutation magic that is affecting her.
Okay.
However, you also kind of get this idea that... Let me see how this is read exactly. What spells, if any? Okay, so I'm gonna say that there's no discernible spell to combat this, to say what this is, so I will say this. It looks like if she learned to, she could probably activate that eye. You get the idea that that she probably has the ability to activate the eye,
She's like Kakashi.
but she doesn't know how to do so, which
Very
would
proud of
mean
you.
that based on that roll, she may or may not until something is done about this, be permanently basilisk touched, so to speak.
Okay.
So that eye has the potential of turning people to stone.
That's
We'll
fucking.
let her keep that.
That's pretty
I
neato.
kind of want to let her keep that. Yeah.
You got a stone cold stare you got there, Kira.
It's like we don't even ask her what she feels about it. It's just like you're keeping that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I know. That's
Oh yeah, never.
that's fucking
I
awesome.
just-
Yeah, right.
You
there.
might not ever find a lover when you're grown up because it's a hideous deformity, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her that. Kira, it seems after you transformed back, from whatever process you were put through, you are now basilisk touched, if that makes sense. Like you can actually use that shit to your advantage. I don't know how, but somehow you could probably figure out how to use that.
She touches the eye for a second and is just like very confused. Just like, huh? Okay.
A lot for her right now.
Yeah. Be careful with it, but you could use that to your will. I don't know who could teach it to you. I can't teach it to you, but just keep that in mind. Maybe Grandpa would know.
Yeah. And if you don't want it, we can help you remove it too.
We're not gouging out a girl's eye. Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
I got this.
The
Now,
magic,
put it away.
We wouldn't take out her eye. We would attempt to do.
Thorin, did you just try to pull a sword?
No, I was fucking around.
Swear to God. No.
Okay, who mentioned?
So guys, I got this.
I heard
If we
something.
can do gauges, we can do eyeballs.
That was.
Who said? Who said we're not? Who said something about gouging out an eye? Kilius towards Rook.
Right, because he
Okay, Rook.
misinterpreted my words.
All right,
I
I'm
did
gonna-
not do that.
I'm
Okay.
sure Bruce
Okay.
like magically remove the.
Oh
touch.
no. Oh god, the DM's
She
rolling.
looks panicked for a second, looking at Rook. Rook, can you maybe a con save as you see the eye begin to glow slightly?
No.
Oh
sorry.
shit, she's using it!
I'm sorry.
Oh god!
And she
That's
does.
not what I meant.
Okay, you feel like you see that the eye begins to glow as she looks in your direction. Rook panicked, and in that moment that it glows, which is only for a second, you feel that your body begins to stiffen, but you manage to throw off the effect as she just kind of then turns around and kind of just holds her eye, and she's like, "Okay, that felt weird. I felt a weird thing. Oh, okay.
Oh, shh. No. It's okay. Don't worry. Well, it seems like you kind of have an idea as to maybe how to activate that, but just remember who the true people are that care about you, okay? We are here for you no matter what.
She
Okay?
kind of turns. She's going to say something here.
Oh, true. She does like love Kilius, right? Because of the music.
That's
Forgot
what I'm
about
trying
that.
to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to play at here.
Sing.
She kind of looks at you, Kilius, and kind of just nods. And then she kind of just looks around. She kind of just like, I never did get to see you play again. If I never did get to see you play again.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be able to see me play again. But
Could you do something on the? Can you do something now, before we get back to the seat?
well, one thing I was actually going to tell you about is, Kira, you've lived down here your entire life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you've read obviously numerous of books from what
Yeah, Dad-
Rook and Feyhana have mentioned.
Yeah, Dad doesn't really have a whole lot of stuff. So I
Mhm.
kind of just grabbed what I could. And then kind of just got interested in it a little bit. But it's kind of boring stuff. But there's a lot of interesting stuff in it if you actually know how to use it.
Have any of those books ever talked about what's above? What's on the surface?
I just got stories. I know that Dad mentioned Mom went up above, but I knew Dad was lying a little bit.
See.
I know that there's a city up there, but I know that we're under a mountain. Beyond the mountain, I don't know. I've never seen, like,
Gotcha.
whatever that thing is, the sky. I've never seen it.
Well, I'm going to, I don't know why it's pulling up a little icon for me. I'm going to cast Minor Illusion.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna display just right in front of her numerous different things from the surface. I'm just going to flash in front of her just images of birds flying.
Show her Grease. Show her Grease.
Birds flying past. I'm gonna show her a picture of Grease. I'm gonna show her a picture of as little as I can, because minor illusion's pretty small. Just flowers. Anything green from the forest. Kira, there is so much more up here in the world for you to experience. And while you've had just a minute amount of an experience down here, more so encased in this technically a prison, you have a world that you can adventure in, that you can explore in, that you can experience.
Kiddies does this.
Yeah.
Play a faint magical or fantasy tune in the background with prestidigitation.
Aww.
So, Kilius, you doing that of your own accord, and you're looking at her, and you can see that her eyes get brighter and brighter as these ideas come flooding in, and with the music, and she's kind of just in this swell. You see that the tears that have been drying up a bit. You see her finally crack a small semblance of a smile, and it fills you, Kilius, with inspiration.
Aww.
My heart.
I am granting you inspiration for that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you
I didn't
deserve
mean to
that,
do
dude.
that, bro. Okay. There's a world out there that you can explore, Kira. You may have had poor experiences down here, but we are always going to be here for you, no matter what happens. And your grandfather, that you will now get to meet, he will also take care of you, be able to provide anything that he can for you. Your
He
adventure
hugs.
is just beginning.
She hugs onto you, Kilius, and she just starts nodding, like kind of just nestled into your chest. I don't know if you're actually leaning down, so she's kind of just
Yeah, I'm like on my knee. Like
yeah,
showing
she's
her.
nestling into your chest, kind of just hugging and nodding, and you see that there's a smile on her face, but there's a few more tears as she's just trying to process everything.
Aww.
You guys, for the rest of the journey, is basically this as you guys reach to the seat above. There to greet you immediately, however,
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, is it
Oh.
not Grease? I got
as
really excited.
as the elevator comes to a stop and the doors open, you step out. You see 3 beings standing before you. One looks at Fayana, tilts his head. I am glad that you are all right, Fayana.
Sev!
You see immediately also, based on this, you get tackled as well by Grease,
Grease bupper.
who begins just licking at you just like crazy, and then just kind of just basically just starts trying to jump on you. And then it immediately turns to Thorn and tries to jump on Thorn as well.
Oh my god, I miss you so much. I miss you so much.
The
like
final
everybody else.
entity walks over to Kilius,
Who does?
smiles,
We don't know yet. Final
and
entity.
gestures for you to follow her.
A female?
Queen.
Do I?
Didn't you get a phone number before we went down here? Or an
Uh,
address?
That was Umbra.
Oh.
That? Well, no. I got something. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
You had a quest.
She kind of turns to you, Kilius, and goes, "You've been summoned, Kilius. Good job. Return to the. Come with me."
I'm gonna turn to Kira and say, you stay with the group here for now, okay? They'll take care of you. I have to step away for a little bit.
She just nods. And let's go ahead and load up an old room. Welcome back to this place, guys.
Is this where I think we're going?
Use your inside voices.
This is the quiet room. or
The
what fuck
whisper
it's called.
room.
Yeah.
I told you.
Oh boy.
There's Kilius this time. As she pulls you away specifically. The rest of you are able to kind of recollect, and you get grilled by the guards again a little bit. However, they also ask you, and you mentioned Kira, so you're gonna head probably towards the Crag Town almost immediately. Am I correct? Or is there any? Actually, what business did you have left in the city? If
In
any.
the city, we don't have anything, but I would imagine people probably want to res.
Yeah,
I'm still kind of fucked up, but
I have a level 1 exhaustion.
No, it's okay, because what's gonna happen... So I'll go through this, and then we'll go through the next steps here. So, first, Kilius.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Whisper Room.
Is it just Kilius in here?
Yep.
The rest of you are going to be... The rest of you are getting grilled by guards, but you are also going to be... They're going to ask you to... They're going to basically lead you over to get a rest, to start to begin able to resting. However, Kilius, I need to play...
Ooh.
You are brought back, and you see the person who had brought you here has already vanished. As the Whisper Queen on the giant's seat looks at you, and she steps down towards the book.
Ah, yes, my liege. You've summoned me again.
No need with the liege talk. I'm not a true queen, but thank you. You have uncovered something. I believe, from what I've been told. We've been keeping track of this for a while, but we did not foresee the exact circumstances. Could you please reiterate for me personally what you found down there?
Well, in a nutshell, we found a shit show. We found multiple demons that had spawned from half of the population. Seems the man Karate, if you've heard of him, probably have. It was not what he seemed. Seems that he had dipped into an old acquaintance of his, Tavir. We found out more about him. Tavir was not behind the Chimera creations. It was Karate the whole time. He got into Tavir's old stash, if you will. His old goods. Thought he would start creating his own creations down there, and fortunately, the below was not the only place he affected. The town above, they were also affected.
Yes, one of our own turned as well.
Yes.
When we stepped outside the chambers, we saw more, and we made our move. I was hoping you would bring me this information. And I was certain more was going on that meets the eye down there. However, I was not sure exactly what.
Oh, yeah.
You've done well with this. And I do have to ask, and she leans over the book and looks at you in the eye. Is there any other information you have for me, Kilius, that you might not have let the others know of, though the guards may not know? Anything else you've uncovered or kept?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, there is. We're guessing the root of how he was able to activate these transformations of everybody. I know the proper name of it from casting Identify on it, correct? Kilius ends up pulling out his lute and shows it. I'm actually gonna put it on the altar.
You take the string off to put it on the altar?
Yeah, probably that.
Okay. So you pull the string off. And it's interesting because the string seems to have melded to the lute itself. So as you pull the string off, it doesn't pull the string out, but it kind of is like ethereally pulling itself off before it reforms onto the table. So the string is still there. Is a string still there? It has not replaced it, but it has gone over it.
I see.
You put the string on the table, and she looks at it, and her eyes go a little wider, and then she smiles. Kilius, this is much greater than anticipated.
Oh, yes.
Do not let this information go to just anyone. You will be a target immediately. Some people might recognize it, some people might not. But you must keep this, much like this room, only a whisper. With this information as well, I am proud to say this. The Whisper College loves secrets and adores when its people act in accordance to our whispers, whether that is an assassination, a brokerage of information, or just maintaining something that should not be known. You have done one of these splendidly, and that is all I need to know. I do not know the properties exactly of what is before me, but I do know what it is capable of in the wrong hands. Even in the right ones, though. Your life is about to become more complicated, Kilius, so long as you hold on to that.
As I look,
I'm not.
As I look at
Yes.
my wounds, it's a little complicated as is already. So what's a little more? What's a little more chaos? You know what I mean?
Choices, Kilius. However, you have passed the trials of the Whisper College by presenting me with information that must be kept. And if you ever find yourself in the far north if you ever find yourself needing more information from someone like myself, I have a feeling the north will have your secrets. Somewhere in the triumvirs, or with the stone gears. However, to mark this special occasion for the college, I have been granted by the muse that runs the college, I am granting you this as completion of a trial.
A gold star?
She gestures for you to come before her.
Whoa. Buy me dinner first, okay?
Step forward, Kilius. She gestures for your loot.
Yes?
From one bard to another, one who has begun the trials of the muse, may this be your second gift. She takes her loot, pulls and then takes a parchment, a scroll it looks like, and runs the scroll across one of the strings.
Ooh.
So your loot has the shredder string.
Yes.
Your loot now also has the whisper string.
Ooh.
The whisper string is auto-attuned. It is not, and it's considered that this is, and with your loot, it is considered to be part of it as it is. So you now have 2 special strings on this thing. If you decide to give the shard to someone else, or if you keep the shard on there, it would be a third. That would be a third one.
Oh my god.
However, there's only room for 5 strings.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the muse does look at you and say, "To complete the trials of the muse, Kilius. If you decide to complete the trials of the muse, Kilius, all 5 strings must be blessed by us. So it is up to you what you wish to do. However, when you pluck this string, you will be mentally linked with up to 5 other people. You may speak across many distances with this.
Music, damn.
It will last almost indefinitely, unless you travel to a place beyond this world.
Interesting.
And lastly, if you were to use the string in combat, it will deal a little bit of damage, but it'll also mess with their minds a little. But the whisper string primarily is used for communication. So,
Interesting.
you may use this when you pluck the string up to 5 other people, you get the ability to speak with them telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also have it basically be that it's basically a whisper room in the mind.
Nice.
With up to 5 other people that you can communicate telepathically at a great distance, so long as they're on the same plane of existence.
So
In combat,
go ahead, sorry.
And in combat, when you pluck this string,
Mhm.
it'll deal damage equal to your bardic inspiration, to 2 of your bardic inspiration dice, and on a wisdom saving throw, should they fail the saving throw, it will also cause them to be mentally racked with pain, causing the stunned condition for 1 turn.
Ooh.
Nice.
So it is a utility-based ability that
Damn.
actually will upgrade with your bardic inspiration.
Yeah, that's
in
huge.
dice.
That's pretty fucking nice. So is this
By the way, last thing.
Oh,
you
yeah.
notice that with 2 strings now, the shredder string
Mm-hmm.
has also you feel a small thing from the shredder string as well. Your shredder string will now use your bardic inspiration die for the secondary damage.
Oh shit. Okay.
So the damage over time ability that is on there will now be dealing bardic inspiration damage,
Okay.
as it is upgraded with 2 strings now attached.
I like this. Oh, it's because I have 2 strings in conjunction with each other.
They are both coming from very similar places in a sense, it seems. But she kind of just gestures. Should you ever need to find a whisper room again, you may come back to the city at any time. But I believe that your future would lie to the north. Should you need to talk to another organization similar to ourselves. You may have encountered the Night Masons before. They are not part of us, but we work very closely together.
The Night Masons?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from
Good
way
luck.
back when we first escaped that jail.
Yeah.
Good luck, Kilius. May the muses be in your favor. And should you continue your trials, seek the next college.
Is that specifically the College of the Night Masons? A little
No.
fuzzy here.
The Night Masons are an organization such as ourselves if you need questions that you need answered. But the next college, if I remember correctly, is the College of Creation. That lies north.
I see.
Not as far north as the Stone Gears, but north. The other colleges exist in the other continents.
Gotcha. College of Creation, then the Stone Gears.
Good luck, Kilius. May the words whispered in the wind be kind to you.
As to you. Yes. All that. Uno reverse.
Back to the porno.
She starts unbuttoning her shirt. Damn!
So-
Let's
What are
go!
you doing, Step Queen?
The rest of you,
Step queen.
the rest of you, are given lodgings in the seat above. You may have your full rest
Yay!
as the investigation goes underway.
During
The
that full
next-
rest, can I check out that rapier from?
Yes,
Try
so
wand.
all those items. So what you found was a leather set of armor. It is a leather armor +1. So it just has a 12. It starts with, so it is a base 12 instead of a base 11.
Can I have it?
I don't
The
want it.
rapier is also a +1 rapier. It is silvered.
Can I have it?
No. It's a +1 rapier.
It is a +1 silvered rapier.
That's what I like to hear. I've been looking for something like this.
So that
you use
basically means
rapiers?
with
Yeah, it's a finesse. Finesse.
so a silvered rapier also has the ability that it will deal it'll also deal damage to were creatures without issue.
Ooh. That is true. Oh, you have a silvered rapier. I have a silvered flintlock pistol. Silver
Have a
bullets with that.
moonsicle.
In case we come across a band of
Moonsicle.
werewolves, we are set.
And I have silver shackles.
Yeah.
Is that that's a
Ooh.
1d8, right?
Ooh.
Yes, it is a 1d8. So it's a 1d. It's an automatic 1d8 +1. So everything on it is +1. +1 to hit, +1 to damage, yada yada yada.
And the wand.
Yes. So the wand you found. That one's interesting. So, looking over the wand, you get some time with it, inspect it over. Doesn't look like much, but it's a thing for sure. Let me go up and pull up the information exactly as to what wand this is, because this is a. But I want to make sure I have the right copy pasta for you.
I'd assume I could identify anything that we're trying to investigate here too. If anybody wants me to. Gotcha.
Yeah, I want you to do it on the dog tag I have.
Sure.
It has magic on it. I'll just toss that over to you.
Yeah, that's a dog tag.
So this is actually a pretty how do I put this? This is a pretty decent wand. So it has 7 charges.
Woo.
While holding it, you can expend 1 charge to speak its command word. For the next minute, you know the direction of the nearest hostile creature to you within 60 feet, but not its distance from you. The wand can sense the presence of hostile creatures that are ethereal, invisible, disguised, or hidden, as well as plain sight. The effect ends if you stop holding the wand. It has 1d6 charges. It regains 1d6 +1 charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, if you roll a 1, the wand crumbles. It is a wand of enemy detection.
Ooh.
That's pretty sick, actually. I was gonna say none of us really. Well, we've got Umbra or no Thorin that can do like, is it primeval awareness or something?
I have primeval awareness.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yeah, I
that
don't have
has the
much
ability to do
detection.
that. Yeah, so that gives you a wide range of what's around you. This thing allows you to detect
a hostile creature within 60 feet know its direction, but not its distance.
Yeah.
Have detect good and evil too, or
Oh, true.
Yeah. You guys have ways of detecting a lot of shit.
Intriguing.
And your detect good or evil detect good soup.
Next time we open up the boot, we gotta detect it. We gotta figure it out.
See if it works. Hey, this is a good soup.
That's good
So-
soup right there.
You guys end
Oh,
up.
that's an evil soup. We don't want to touch that one.
You guys end up. The detainment doesn't last long as they confirm and what they found in the basement. They found the basement and the evidence. You guys are cleared up and you no longer are detained. So you are free to move about the area. If your business is concluded here, you can head straight over towards the other city.
Right.
Don't we need to go to the
drop
tower
off
and
Kira.
kill Corsair?
We should probably handle the child in our care first and foremost.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I don't know that I would want her to meet those Corsair and the others. I don't know what their plans for Karate's daughter.
You want to
would
see
be.
what we did to your dad on these people?
All right. So let's go ahead then. Because the pathway is opened and of that, it doesn't take long. You know how the distance already. It takes like 2 days to get down here, but you travel down and you're able to get back to the Cragtown. You walk with Kira over to the grandfather's. And you walk in. And you see the other clerics are running around, and they go,
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Hope your travels have gone well, and once again, thank you for the pathways being opened. It was good that the Fombodium was taken care of. We had a small demon issue a few days ago. Is there anything that you are here in particular for?
Yep, this is, to be clear, this is Kira's grandfather that we're talking to, or is this the guard?
this is one of the clerics inside of where the grandfather is.
Okay.
Do we
By the
remember the
way-
grandfather's name?
Yeah, what's his name again?
Can we bring in
Waylon.
Twitches so we can see, please?
Huh?
Waylon
Oh, yeah.
Jennings.
Be helpful if Twitch was actually here. 1 second.
his name
Oh,
is
yeah.
Waylon.
Waylon?
Waylon?
Yeah, High Priest.
Raylan.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna look at the guy and just say, we're here to see Waylon. We have some very important, urgent news for him.
Oh, well, he is currently a bit busy. What business have you with him?
It
It's-
regards his son.
and his granddaughter.
Tell him he's got a family visitor.
I don't know if he knows that he has. a
He-
granddaughter.
I'm not sure if he knows it either.
He hears what you say is like regards to son, then Cassius Rook saying granddaughter's like, what? He blinks. He looks down at Kira. He looks, 1 moment. 5
that
minutes
piece-
pass. Waylon comes over.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I've heard you had a person here for me. Family? What about my son?
Well,
I don't like your son.
Bit of a long story, but meet your granddaughter. This is Kira.
He pauses at the suddenness of it. He pauses, looks down. Kira looks up. He's like, tilts his head. He kneels.
Your Karates?
That's
She
right.
nods. Take a step closer. She kind of hides behind Kilius for a second, and then he looks down.
Fucking music.
Did he still?
he
You see that eye there? Yeah. Yeah.
It's we maybe should talk about this once Kira's resting, I'm sure she's tired from the travel.
I'm gonna cast message on him real quick. Sensitive subject, buddy, but Korate's no longer with us. We we took care of him. This is his daughter. She's intelligent like him, but intentions are quite opposite. Seems that this is the only good thing that has come about from a karate. And then
he nods.
I'm gonna stop message after that. I'm gonna say, we've come to bring Kira to live with you, if that's possible, or to at least shelter her in for now. There was a situation in the below, which actually I'm sure you've heard of, because half the town had also been transformed. The same thing happened down below.
So that was related.
That was due to him.
He looks at Kira. Kira, did he still go on about theories? She nods. He kind of grins for a moment. Tell me something, child. Kira. What did Karate speak about theories of arcane? She kind of nods again, starts looking at him more. You know, even within clerics, even among divine magics, celestial powers and such, some of those rituals still stand. To evoke the powers of the old moonlight, for example, and summonings of mystical weapons, spiritual weapons, very similar in arcane formula to a very similar arcane formula. She comes out.
So it doesn't. You can do that with powers granted from deities as well as studies?
He nods. I think you'll have a lot to learn here, Kira. And I believe that it's long overdue that we had met. I'm sorry that I never saw you.
I mean, Dad, he was down below. That's all I really know about.
Kira steps out, starts walking towards him a little bit. He goes, Do you know that there's another theory? You do know that one theory he didn't speak of a whole lot of that I learned?
What's that?
The game theory. Sorry.
The theory of
Game theory.
the theory of what the theory of happiness, Kira. To know that I have a very studious grandchild. It's also theorized that you should hug family. Makes you feel better. She kind of looks at him, regards him for a moment, some tears, and then walks a bit closer, and he just scoops her up immediately into a giant hug. You see that he kind of breaks for a moment. There's tears of his own forming. It's just like, I thought my family gone. I wasn't sure. I'm glad he left me something, of all things, to leave behind. You're going to be staying with me for a while. So you better be ready for that. I'm going to spoil you for... How old are you now? And she just kind of sniffles and looks at him.
9?
I've got 9 years of spoiling to do then. Come on.
Let's find you a place to. Let's find you a room, and we can discuss this. We can. And he looks over the rest of the party. We can discuss this a little bit later. Let me figure this out real quick. And he kind of like holds her up. Looks down at the basilisk, says too.
Bessie's with me.
That one makes him pause for a minute and go, okay. And he walks away with her
All right.
and looks at the rest of you.
Thank you. And we can talk later. We can speak tonight or tomorrow, whatever fits better. I'm gonna need some time.
You do what you gotta do, buddy.
Waylon takes Kira.
Fiona blows her nose, breaking the silence. I'm fine. It's okay.
Well, for once we did good.
I'm gonna shoot him another quick message as they're like walking off or anything. I'm like, yeah, by the way, you probably noticed, but she's got a little bit of a different eye.
He responds back via message. We can take care of that if she wants to. We'll see how it goes first.
Yeah, just don't piss her off, or you might regret it.
He doesn't respond back to that, but he kind of just turns. He just kind of looks at you for just a second, then like looks at her for a second before he passes. But they go through the doors and tries to find a room for her. Now, the question is, you guys have time. It doesn't take long to get to the tower either. What do you want to do?
I think we should go back to the tower.
Well, do we know that's where we're supposed to go?
There is
Yeah,
one
that's-
small thing left that you know that you were told about, which was Corsair is waiting for you.
At the
Is it
tower.
at the tower? Okay. Well, there's one thing that new little ability that I've got that I think we can all benefit from. As
What
I
is
pull up my lute and I play a sick nasty tune on my my new string.
Okay, Jack Black.
And on each one of us, a sort of a tingly feeling in your minds. It's refreshing, almost minty.
A little itchy.
Minty brain.
You all six of you feel this tingling, this minty brainness, and you kind of feel this you kind of feel like a portion of your mind is transported into a whisper room of sorts. And all five of you are sitting, and all five of you, when you focus on it, are sitting in a copy of the whisper room. But you know that only the five of you are in there. You can telepathically speak to one another while this effect is in place. It is an undetermined amount of time. The effect lasts for a full 24 hours, and there are no charges. There are no charges on this ability for this ability.
Damn. That's a good ability.
It is effectively an item in it. It is effectively replicating the effect of an item, so to speak, that allows you to speak to each other telepathically.
I have something kind of like that too. And I pull out 3 sending stones.
Nice.
And I take out one of them
You still have
and I
those?
whisper into it, Neener, I got away with your sending stones. Also really sorry.
Wait, what if that guy's dead now?
Might be.
Ooh.
But-
I mean, where'd you get these things again? This was
from the tavern.
The
Yeah.
tavern
Tavern.
that you
Uh,
stole from the
Okay.
The
mother?
family.
2
That's
sessions ago.
right.
They are dead. They're not gonna need
Are
it.
You
they?
don't know that? You
No.
stole
Who
baby
knows?
monitors,
They'll
bro.
get another
Go
one.
check.
Go get another one. It's fine.
Jesus Christ.
And the barkeep still has one.
Tabletop are
But that's why I'm
I
like
think.
using it to the barkeep because there's 4 sending stones and I only have 3 of them. So I'm going Neener. I got away with your sending stone. Kind of feel bad, but kind of need these more than you. Have fun down there. Catch on the flip side.
Wow. Wait,
Who
was
wants
that
one?
was that in the
Waiting for the
below?
response.
Yeah.
That was in the below, dude.
Oh my god.
What?
This man could have theoretically had his wife and kids explode into demons, and you're literally pouring salt into his wound right now. He's still from him. It could be a thing.
I hear tabletop rolling.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You
Oh,
just
God.
created your next villain.
You hear no response back.
Oh.
Oh.
They might be broken. Who knows? Who wants one though?
I
Anyone?
don't think we really need
Anyone?
it as much.
Anyone?
Well, here's the thing about
Anyone?
sending stones is the thing about sending stones versus the spell.
Hmm.
So Achilles' spell works very well. The sending stones are also useful in their own separate way because they allow you to do more direct communication. The whisper room creation is anyone who is focusing on it. So
Oh god.
Before and I can take it.
so basically, if you break
Toss the
concentration,
stone to your kitty cat.
yeah, if you break concentration, you can't use it. While the sending stones you can use in combat.
I see.
The whisper room requires you to concentrate on the effect if your concentration is broken.
Okay.
However, it does not count as a concentration spell, so you can maintain concentration on spells, but this also is something that can break during break because it requires you to focus.
See, you guys give me shit now, but watch, this is gonna save the day at some point. I guarantee it. Who wants the last one?
I'll take it.
Hey, there you go.
All right, so let's go ahead.
We don't know where they come from, so
Let's go ahead then.
I found him on the ground. I found him when we were down there, out and about. I found him.
Now
These
Nice.
are usable, right? We can use these.
how do you know they are magic?
I just had a feeling it was a pretty rock, you know, and also it has a rune on it, so I don't think
That I think.
I don't think normal rocks have runes on them. So
You
I
just
grabbed the
stumbled
rock and
across
paint
some
something
pretty
on it.
rocks.
what are you painting on it?
Ah, skull.
Oh, that's
Give it
neat.
to you. Yeah,
Oh, you give it back to me?
here you have. No, I grab another rock. Draw a skull on it.
God
Oh.
damn it.
There you have. It's magical.
Oh, thank you.
Throw
Thank
it.
you. What does it do?
Kill stuff. You throw it at someone and it dies right away.
I throw it
Keep
at
that.
I throw it at
no,
Umbra.
no, don't.
No, I throw it at Umbra. I throw it at Umbra.
I fall.
Oh no, I killed Umbra!
I fall
You
to the floor.
bastard!
Oh no, I thought he was kidding. You know how that cat likes to make jokes? I thought I was fucking around.
Did you just?
All right, well, we'll just leave him here, I suppose.
Did you just kill our party cat?
Well, I was testing out
Bobby.
what he gave me.
I'm gonna check his pulse.
I
Roll
drop,
medicine check.
I drop a smoking flasher and run away.
You're using one now?
Yep.
Oh
He
my god.
despawned.
Despawned.
I guess he really is dead.
Actually, anyone around him needs to make a con save.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Is that all?
I need
of
to
them?
try this.
I feel like
That's all of everybody.
Christ.
Yeah,
I'm
everyone has
still
to roll a
twitchy
con
as
save.
Catman BT dubs.
You have to click on your guy first. You have to click on Rook first before you roll that.
Yeah, whoopsies.
Oh
There.
god.
Achilles is fine. That's fucking amazing.
Oh no!
Okay, so Rook, Fayana, you are both blinded. Oren, you are not blinded, but you do see that, you do see through the concealment, definitely gone. And Kilius, you just watch the whole thing like, the fuck, Richard?
Just see Umbra and Naruto running away in the
Yeah.
shadows.
Alright, let's go ahead and do
I
this.
just start crying.
You literally popped the pinata that was Umbra. Good job.
Did he drop loot?
No.
No.
Oh my god.
Just like covering my eyes, like you're an idiot.
Alright, guys.
Well, no, you're
so-
covering your eyes because you can't see because
My
you're
eyes.
the
Yeah,
idiot.
because they hurt. My eyes. Jesus fucking Christ.
And I
All
try
right,
to
so
hide.
where's Umbra?
He's with us, I'm assuming. Probably.
He runs away.
I'm hiding from them.
Oh god.
User left your party.
After a while, and finally reconvening at some point.
Umbra, you're.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just wrap my arms around it. Like, hell yeah. I'm so sorry. I'll never do that again. I'm miserable.
I like how Vape just sat down to hearing that very weird sound.
I have no idea what's happening right now.
You literally checked if he dropped
Fair.
loot when you thought you killed him. Are you?
I ran
No,
away.
it's a wave of emotions. It's surviving and self-sustaining, but also feeling incredibly guilty. There's a roller coaster of emotions there.
I should have dropped like a gold coin on the ground and be like, "Oh yeah, he dropped loot. Yeah, look at that."
Oh my god, yay! My lucky day.
Guys, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit here.
No.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay, let me fast forward a little bit. You guys eventually reconvene. Umbra mysteriously shows up at some point as you guys are heading towards the
Lauren,
tower.
did you ever click on your long rest button, buddy?
I thought I did.
Let me make sure. Well, I'm gonna click on it right now for you.
I'm gonna do it first.
There you go.
I didn't.
Alright. You guys end up back in the tower.
Corsair
Now.
still has the damage from when I stabbed him.
Yeah. Corsair. Alright, so Corsair stands ready for you guys. So I'm gonna reset this room a little bit. You guys are here. That's Grease. Grease should actually be.
That's
Put that back.
Corsair.
I thought that was Corsair because I stabbed him. Remember?
No, you did stab him, but I'm
Didn't
gonna go
he have
ahead.
an icon at some point, or am I making that up? I swear.
No,
not
that's what I'm fixing
actually.
right now. No, Corsair doesn't have an icon, but I am fixing Grease having an icon real quick.
Oh, okay. I could have sworn Corsair had
Heal him,
one.
please.
I'm going to. 1 second.
Yo, pet
Thank
the
you.
Grease to heal him.
But the breeze.
No. Yeah. Okay. So, let me do this real quick. Okay, Grease's. I don't know why Grease's portrait didn't stay. I don't know what the hell's going on there, but let's get that back in there. There we go. All right. Corsair. The other. So Tavir is here in the room as well. This one's gone, and the turtle is over here. Tavir looks as you walk back in.
Oh, I saw some of the carnage from out there. Heard some of it too. I'm glad to see you're all doing alright. I'm sorry if my idiot apprentice, ex-apprentice, caused you harm. I'm guessing
Talking
he's
about karate or
Yeah.
Oh.
Karate.
Who
I'm
was in
hoping
the
that.
challenge?
Good.
Easy clap.
Yeah, it was a bitch.
Corsair, however, stands before you.
Well, my word, of course, my word is my word after all. I am yours for trial now. Have you come to a
Hi, Dad.
decision?
I waved at the turtle.
He just looks
Sorry.
over. The turtle waves back.
Sorry. My dad.
Okay. Have you come to a decision regarding me?
We didn't really talk about this, did we?
Not really.
Not really.
I mean,
But I think we're all on
out
the
of
same
of us,
page.
I think Fehana should
well,
be the one to
Fehana?
make the decision.
I don't need to kill him, so I don't know.
Like I
I'm
said,
sweating.
I'm yours to do with what you want to. But before that, I owe you guys this much. First, I would like to, for my case, I would like to stay alive, or at the very least, not be harmed horribly. I still have a job to do.
Bet you would.
I'm gonna roll all three of them a perception check real quick, because I'm assuming Kilius, you still have. Did you put the string back on for the creation, or for the control?
Yeah, but usually when I'm not using it, it's like on my back though. It's not like in my person.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Corsair and Devere, are very tense looking. The turtle, however, off to the side, looks over and Spot and with a high ass roll looks at Kilius and goes, "Oh, so I see you found something interesting, little strawberry man."
He's calling you a strawberry because turtles like strawberries.
Oh shit. I mean, if you're trying to eat some of this stuff, I mean, we can talk
No,
later. You know what I'm
no,
saying? But,
no. I know when I see it.
Jesus fucking
You
Christ.
found that string.
My
That
precious.
explains a lot. That's a sigil shard, isn't it? The jade is right.
Yeah. No. Wait. What? No. What?
No.
He's gonna insight check that real quick.
No. I'm like saying no while looking at Rook. Like, what do you mean no?
Mhm. Oh, okay, yeah.
I was gonna say yes, but you said no.
Yes.
Devere and Corsair look at each other for a moment and go, "Oh." They look at the turtle, and the turtle just nods.
Pretty
I
sure.
was gonna
they
say, I
already
feel
know
like
what
I feel like we
this
probably
is.
can't deceive the turtle. He's like
No.
No.
super
There's no
smart.
way.
Don't you dare lie to my dad.
The turtle is like, "I'll address that in a moment. However, Corsair, yes, I would like to live, like to plead my case, but there is one thing I must
We're short and
say."
out.
He looks at Fiona. "Fiona, I am sorry for everything. I know that does not change how things have gone down and the false accusations against you. You were victims of circumstance that have greatly changed potentially how you live. But if I am to partake of this trial, I think it is best that I tell you one truth for sure.
Well, get on with it.
I am Corsair. The Crimson Corsair.
The what?
The Crimson Corsair. An old privateers from Flond that used to that were committing legal piracy.
Wait, would I know this since I'm from Flond?
Give me a history check.
Okay. History.
Piracy, as in like pirates or pyros?
Pirates.
Okay.
Pirates. Rook, that checks out. You do know some of the history of Flaunt describe that privateers are a thing that are regularly employed to help kind of as like an unofficial part of the military. Usually mercenary groups conduct piracy to make sure that other nations do not do anything stupid towards them. The group known as the Crimson Corsairs does stick out in your mind as a privateer group, but you're not sure about how famous they might be. I left the group to pursue endeavors with the Abyss Watch. But what you should know is this. Azafel is my real name.
All right, guys, we gotta let him live. He has a different name.
Ah, shit. That solves everything.
Thanks, Grease.
Good job.
Oh,
Mike.
you're not the guy we're looking for.
Grease from the background just says, Ezafel. Like, clear as day.
We're like, what the fuck?
You can fucking talk.
By the way, guys, there's a
dog.
prediction in chat. Should we kill Corsair or should we spare him? Vote with your points.
Oh, God, they have like 20 seconds.
I'll do it again. I'll set. Just let it pass, chat. I'll
Well,
do
I think you want a
another
poll, don't you? Not a prediction.
Oh, yeah.
one. Oh,
Will probably be better, yeah.
Great streamer.
I don't mod. You guys do the polls for me.
Somebody already dipped in 15K.
Is that name supposed to mean something to us? Because it ain't ringing a bell.
What name?
Never heard.
Azrael.
Oh, Azafel? Yeah, I don't know if we've heard that.
No, just you've called me Corsair for so long. It's not my real name. I figured I should at least give you the real one.
Why live your life under disguise?
Because I've always been a member of the Corsairs. That part will never go away. And that is my, suffice to say, code name to speak. The Crimson Corsair that I am, one of the last of my ship, was years ago, during the War of the Mines. But the case has been pled. I am yours to do with as you please, and no matter what happens, I have made sure that our compatriot who has had to go leave on other means, she will not bring harm to you for whatever happens to me. Neither will they. They nod in agreement. So the choice is yours, Fiona, and the rest of you. What
I
is to become
legit
of
have
me?
no idea how to set up a poll.
Couldn't he
I
like
figured it
clear
out.
our names?
Coda was the one setting out to do that.
I have a
Oh right,
question.
yeah, never mind.
I have a question for you. I don't think we got the
Yeah.
fine details of that night when it happened.
When you were thrown in jail?
When you murdered. Why don't you go ahead and break that process down for us real quick?
Oh, Archelius.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Archelius is no longer part of this world. I took the Vorpal oils, met with him, snuck into the chambers, and struck him as he slept. It was a clean kill, very quick, and I used my abilities as a blade singer to escape.
Something tells me this was not the first time you've done something like this.
Severe pipes up. Would be his second of 4.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
Second of 4.
Sounds like what you said before, Rumbro. He doesn't falter in anything. Sounds right.
You mentioned you still have a job to do, and Tavir just said second of 4. Can
Yes,
you
we've.
expand on that?
There are 4 slain. There are 4 slain in a similar fashion.
Were they all demigods?
Yes, all lesser ascended, or children of ascended.
Is there a particular reason why you're going after demigods?
They are needed for the greater plans for the Destroyer's return.
I'm gonna look
Sounds
over.
a bit, cultish.
Yeah.
It does sound cultish, I admit. Yes, you're right. However, it's no worse than what the Vigilant Few would be doing.
That's good.
I will say this. If that is indeed what our friend here, gestures to the turtle, is correct, then that sigil piece mocks you. That shard mocks you.
For what?
Many things.
I was told
It
that
is
I was
a-
gonna be a target.
Yes, but by who is the question?
Don't know.
If I have a feeling your lives are about to become chaotic, especially with that. Usually those who are part. The sigil is part of another. The sigil is one of the most confounding thing, is one of the most annoying parts of this world. It alone has specific abilities. Bringing together more shards, enough of them would be enough to recreate the sigil. If that happens, the target on your backs would be even greater. Everyone who has of a certain station is after the sigil.
Shards are easy to hide, easy to change, easy to mark. Fragments are easier to find. But full shards, those are required. If you were to bring forth the shards, you can make a decision.
How did Karate get his hands on one, and how did you not know he had one?
Like he said, they're easy to hide. Shards change based off of the will of the user. They are the power of create. They are a sliver of creation itself. Therefore, each shard having different abilities, all tied to some variancy of creation. Because they can change based off of the will of the user, they can attempt many different forms. Once the form is chosen by the user, once the form is settled, it can be used. So it's hard to determine. The greatest way to tell a sigil is based on the jade the jaded coloration of it. Sometimes it looks like jade. It can look like jade. They all do. But in the end, that the markers of what it is unmistakable. But you can color jade to look like sigil. That's how some people hide their fragments. The few people who have them.
I see.
Might be a good idea.
That would be definitely to our advantage, especially if we're going to be considered a target, so.
We got about a minute left on the poll, by the way, guys.
Do you have any ways to help out with that? That would be very grateful.
Well, we could do something probably, but I'm gonna be honest. If you were working with us, not us, sorry, not part of it anymore, I refuse, but them, if you worked with them, the Abyssal Watch could use you for balancing out this world. If the Destroyer is allowed to come back, we could change things. Make sure that places overwrought with creation, overwrought with life, balance out. Things dying that should, things being part of the Order again. That was the whole reason for the Abyss Watch. To create this world, to create a better world. Knowing that other beings would be pissed about it. If we were to bring back Destroyer, the balance can be reborn. You might not see the effects of it here necessarily, but if you were curious enough to go see what creation has wrought, it wouldn't be hard to find it. In fact, the College of Creation to the north is a good example of that, as does a few other places where creation has overwrought the area.
Yeah, I've actually been recommended to go take a quick little visit over that way.
I need to go
If
to
you
the
look,
desert anyway.
if you look what creation has wrought, you'd see what happened. What happens when you let things get out of hand without the ability to destroy it permanently. That's what we're trying to bring back. The balance. But the vigilant few also would want it. To bring back the sigil. Don't know what their purposes would be with it, but I know they've been looking as well to find it. Corsair pops back up. It's really up to you all at this point. I'd say this though. With that sigil in mind, you're linked to it now, whether you like it or not. If you wanted to, you could help assist with the sigil. Find the the shards, put them back together. Help bring this world into a new balance. End the hidden war. The vigilant few would have, if you joined the Abyss Watch, you could help bring it back. But
I imagine as well, at some point, the Vigilant Few will probably try to recruit you as well. To help.
Not sure we want to be in either group.
Just saying. That is the options on the table.
All right.
That's the options we foresee. But, as well, if you strike out on your own, just understand, it's not going to be a safe route. But the shards are important. And if you end up seeking them out, this world would be changed by them.
All right. Group meeting. Everybody focus up.
Huddle.
No, like the telepathy one that I got now.
Oh, okay.
Mind
We
meeting.
also have sending stones.
No, they can hear that. So I would like to see if I could encourage us all to concentrate on my mind whisper room so we can have a private conversation about all this. Thorn is canonically making that face. All right. So are we all in the whisper mind whisper room?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, hey, it's
Okay.
me, Thorn. I'm in here.
Hi, yes, Thorn. We can technically. I think we can see each other.
Yeah, it's a room.
You don't have to close
Open
your eyes.
Thorin.
We can
I'll
see
just
you.
like psychically smack him on the back of the head.
That psychically hurt my feelings. Do I take damage in here?
You look like you have a headache.
Well, I'm in the same call as Umbra. Of course I have a headache.
Oh my god.
So
Chaos.
I think they just brought up a good point. The Vigilant Few might actually try to recruit us in the future. Why not play both to our hand? Why don't we play a little bit of a double agent action? See where this road takes us.
Biking.
It's risky.
Who's the Vigilant Few again?
The Vigilant Few are the Coda.
Coda.
Is a member of the Vigilant
Chap's
Few?
That's
character.
right.
Yeah, they are.
You know that so to give you just an overview, you know that the Vigilant Few were once the primary group. They helped end the conflict of the War of Mines, which was a war against mind flayers. However, at some point there was something that tore them apart. The Vigilant Few split, and some of them became the Abyss Watch. While this was going on, the Abyss Watch has been known to cause certain things that were not heralded in the same way. The Vigilant Few are celebrated as heroes. The Abyss Watch is seen as villains. No one knows what caused this splitting besides the parties at hand. However, through notations of what has happened here, there are two very different ideologies playing at it. Creation and destruction. One perpetuates the creator, one wants to bring back the destroyer. You have more information regarding the Abyss Watch than you do the Vigilant Few.
I forgot
However, the
that I
Vigilant
meant to
Few
talk
is
to
more
Seb
famous.
about this.
What was that, Tiff?
I said I forgot that I meant to talk to Seb about this.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Is Seb with us?
Sev is actually with you. Did you want to speak with him for certain information before you make this decision?
Yeah, can he be in the room with it? Oh no, but you said up to 5 people.
No, but you were
Yeah.
walking for 2 days, so if you had
Okay.
questions for him, you can ask them in that travel. I will go back in time a little bit to cover that.
Okay.
So,
Well-
what you want to ask him previously?
Sev, so I learned a lot of information, and I'm starting to learn that the destroyer and stuff may actually be good. And I what do you think? What do I do? Help.
Well, from your family has been noted. Your family, Feyana, has been noted for being part of the Destroyer. However, it is not necessarily known for bad things. It is not the Destroyer is known for their armies, so to speak. It is noted that the Destroyer did create demons, devils, and the like. Most entities considered to be evil or chaotic in this world were born of their power. The creator, the opposite. However, it has been noted that quite a few places have become overgrown. Many places require this aid. There is no such thing as balance in nature without it being destroyed. Your family played into this, burning away things, casting it down,
making sure that new things can be grown. It is a matter of changing things around. In my opinion, in my honest opinion of what your family has done in the name of the Destroyer has been good for nature. But then again, this is also the same. It is a matter of how they see the Destroyer as a good thing or a bad thing. Many people see it as a bad thing because of the demons and the devils. But I see it as change. I see it as a way to end the cycle. For if you let things run rampantly, it will never die. And things can just learn, adapt, and continue on. Without the ability to end it, without the ability to break it down, there is not only no progress, there is not only a distinct difference in how things progress, but there is a lack of understanding.
I think that it sounds like we need to be the change we want to see in the world.
That is
And
correct.
I feel like we need to be like, I don't trust anybody else to be in control of the Destroyer and the Sigil except for us, because we don't know who's good or evil and who's going to do that. Like who's gonna actually try to help the world, or who's gonna summon the demons and the mind flayers and everything else that's evil.
Is this the
So-
standstill?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. Okay. Let's go back to the room, and I'm saying that out loud to everybody.
Okay.
Assuming that they heard either the conversation with Sav or I relayed the information to them. I almost feel like the double agent route is kind of smart, and I don't like lying, but we don't necessarily need to align ourselves with either party.
You can leave that lying up to me.
I know that you will all probably disagree with me, but I don't think that we should off Corsair, at least not yet, because I think that he will be an asset to us.
I have
He
no
has-
need for him.
Huh?
I have no need for him. He can be living or dead. I don't care.
There
He
should be
has
some sort of punishment, though.
I agree. I'm not sure what that is, but I do think that
punishment would be fit a half elf.
would be what?
Would it be fit a half elf? Knowing culture and history.
I think
Take
that
away a couple of his fingers.
given his skills and his fighting
Can I
skills.
try to remember, like, among like elves and such, like what kind of punishments usually were set out?
Broccoli.
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
They hate broccoli.
Feed him broccoli.
And a love to see it.
You can't recall specific punishments.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Would have been clever. What is something that's really important to Corsair that we've noticed?
Well, obviously not friendship.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
fair.
know. I mean, the only thing we know is his love for
Imagine
his
Thor, like,
past life.
pouting.
Corsair, you're not invited to our birthday parties.
We just
we're
know
still
he
in the
loves.
whisper room, by the way.
Yeah.
We know he just loves like his past life, which he kind of just told us about as a pirate and everything. Like that seems to be really important to him, but I don't know how we could use that to punish him.
You gotta
He
promise
likes-
never to set sail ever.
He
Oh,
likes
I
booze.
just thought of something real bad. No.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Oh,
You gotta
what
say
is
it
it?
now.
Shouldn't.
You gotta say it now.
What do we
I
got?
still have that hex blood amulet.
What does that do? I don't remember.
Oh, put it
You
on
don't
him.
know.
Oh shit.
Do we
What does it
want to do that?
What does it
Where
do?
did you get that from again? The Hexblood amulet?
Yeah, that was from our time when we were dealing with the hex blood folk.
But what does
You
it
know
do?
that bitch we killed? We don't know, because if somebody we don't know what happens to people who don it that are not hex blood.
Yeah.
I've never gotten.
I don't think we should
Yes,
put something
it's
on him that we don't know what it does. I mean, for all we know, it could make him stronger and completely lose all of his morals, and then he just kills us.
Right.
Oh, shit.
I'm not sure that's the bet. That's why I didn't think it was a good idea.
I can try it.
Mm.
I don't
I
think
wish
that's
we
a good
had
idea either.
I wish we had a way, like if we had some magical item or something that could like help us bind him to one of us so that like should he ever betray us or should he ever lie to us or do anything wrong, like
a magical contract.
yeah.
Right. I just the documents of feather leave. Where did I get those from again? Who
Documents
are
of
they? Are that is that Ezaphal's like surname?
Documents of Featherleaf. Ah.
Because I
Where
still
did we?
have those too.
Where'd you get those again? Let me see.
Probably from the like not the College of part of the College of Whispers from the like library probably. I think maybe. I don't know.
I mean, you never asked him what his surname was.
Right.
He never gave it.
What do those documents contain again?
What did I say they contained? Oh god, I can't remember what I say they contain right now. Where are my notes? Fuck.
Lost to time.
Bleh. Sorry, I cannot find my notes on that one. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
I'd imagine that probably means there wasn't anything important in there about him, but I don't know.
Probably not. I don't remember it being super important anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they were.
I think are we able to make some kind of magical contract with them?
That is a
I guess
question you can.
blood magic could be. We could probably use a ritual
I still have the feather.
that would like bind him to somebody. Maybe I don't know if that's something like that like actually exists in this world, but
You can ask.
Yeah, maybe we leave
That's
this
true.
room and we tell them we're willing to let Corsair live under a condition.
You become our eternal bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
Is that the
Just make it so he cannot betray us again, essentially.
Is that the plan then?
I'm in favor of that.
I think
If it's magical
we'll
bounding
fuck
to
with
him.
the Hexblood amulet some other time.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind.
All right, Thorin and Phoenix. Is this the plan? Is this the go?
Yeah, whatever majority wants to do.
All right.
Thorin
You
wants
okay?
to slash and kill.
But it
Yeah.
has to be magical.
All right.
Just a word. It means nothing to us.
And if it
All
ever
right.
comes down to us killing Corsair because he does break that promise, Thorin can have the final.
Cool.
All right. So you reconvene outside the Whisper Room, and Corsair looks at you. Have you come to a decision?
We have. We'll let you live under one condition. We need a way to bind you to us that should you ever do us wrong again, should you ever lie to us, should you ever deceive us, we know about it immediately. And you also have to be our bitch.
Severe kind of chuckles a bit at that last part, but also understands the situation of it. Corsair
We
looks
jump,
at Tavi.
or we say jump, you say how high. You don't question it. We need your help in battle, you come running.
Corsair looks at Tavir. I guess I'm not the only one retiring from the Abyss Watch today. Tavir looks at him. If you're gonna do this, then fine then. I know a fuse. I've got an idea. Give me a moment. 10 minutes go by. The next 10 minutes is gonna be Tavir getting the preparations ready. He brings over the final steps. He brings a knife, and he slashes it across Azathal's hand, and looks at the six of you. Which one's he bound into?
Fehana.
Oh, it's gotta be Fehana.
All right, Fiona, your hand then.
Hold on. Can I insight check the little thing going on here, or
Oh,
like
the
Yeah,
fine
you
print.
can.
Yeah, true.
yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Give us a
Mm.
20.
Do I get like an advantage because people are helping, or like is it
Or,
just
like,
normal?
looking over your
I'm
shoulder.
fucking scared.
If other people are making sure of this as well, yes, you roll with advantage.
Okay, yeah. Go for it, Fiona.
Well, good thing.
All right. Everything seems fine. You go ahead. You can offer your hand. Tavir will slash it,
All right.
and he will then put together a quick circle. By the name of the Abyss Watch, this member has been excommunicated for the time being under new orders and contract set by Fiona Heartsvale to Ezafale Featherleaf. Combined together, they are bound by contract and ceremony.
Other leaf.
You may now kiss the bride.
Ezafale,
Not that kind of ceremony, please.
Ezafale, you are now bound to Fiona Heartsvale. Her orders are her orders is your command. Sorry, her orders are bound by blood and word. At this moment, you are no longer part of the Abyss Watch. And you are bound to them. To her.
Don't say it like it's a death sentence. Come on.
Adventurers.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Of course, Azathael looks at his hand. The Crimson Corsair belongs to you now.
Damn right you do.
You're our bitch.
Azathael has joined the party.
Ba, 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 ba. All right, Isabel, I'm hungry. Go get me some food.
Go pick up Grease's poop.
Immediately starts bullying her.
That's literally what I was thinking. I'm like, all right, Grease needs to be taken out. Bring him outside. Make sure you clean up
Okay.
after him. Let's go.
The second part of this, Tavir looks. All right. Well, as someone who's also ex-Abyss Watch, I'd say the next part of your story is whatever you want it to be. I'd say focus on yourselves a bit, whatever seems the most pertinent.
I
I'd
still need
try-
to figure out my orb.
I'd say go ahead and figure out what is the most pressing matters among you. If that way you can probably get away from this place, get out of here, and make some progress. It's your story now. Whatever happens, happens along the way. But if you have any last questions, I'd ask them. It might be a while before you meet the Abyss Watch again in full and earnest. Though, an old member, looking at Corsair, can probably give you any details you want at this point. Aside from a few.
Where can we find you, Tavir, since you're leaving if we ever need to contact you again?
Oh, I'll be here. I ain't
Oh.
going anywhere. This city is the place that I want to stay at, the Cragtown especially. It's my home now.
And is it the same to assume for you, Mr. Turtle?
Portal looks up and walks over. Somewhat. The shop is something that I like to maintain, however. I have decided as well in this small amount of time to go ahead and continue the great work. From what I recall, I am going to be rejoining the Abyss Watch in full. So, I have my purpose again. At least with my last days knowing that the sigil is actually around. There are the shards to find. I will say this to you all, though. If you are approached by the vigilant few, from what I remember,
Be careful of them,
Why?
because the vigilant few are blessed by the Creator, while the Abyss Watch has gone through and lost some members to age and time. All of the vigilant members are still around.
Won't
What
they
is
say
not-
the same about you?
No, not exactly. They may play it off that they are a descendant, or they may say otherwise, but every member of the Vigilant Few is exactly the same. False names, false children. They have not aged much. They are
Well,
blessed. They
You
are
seem
the
to
same.
have false names in your little guild too.
But we age, young cat. We age. We
I'm
will
not a
die.
cat.
We will die. We will go to the gates beyond. And we will not see what is awaiting us. But we will instead see what happens beyond. We've glimpsed the truth. We know. Our torment is eternal. Our lives are eternal. Just not here.
Well, that's depressing. Okay. Where are we going, gang?
Called me
I
a
think-
cat.
I think we're gonna be heading out to the desert because that's the way to go.
Before
I
we
wanna see the
head
sun.
out, before we head out, tabletop, do you get this whisper?
Yes.
Okay. I have something I want to. I'm gonna shoot a message over to Raluna real quick.
Okay.
Was it Tavir that called me a cat?
No, the turtle.
I hate your dad.
Okay.
Thorn, you just gonna let
I
Umbra say
guess I
that?
do have like one question for them.
Thorin,
Not a lot.
one quick thing as well.
Yeah.
You remember that you found those books in there as well that were penned slightly by Tavir.
Yeah.
Did you want to ask about those?
Good. Yeah, I highlighted that. So thanks so
Okay.
much. Try to figure out how I want to do this. So I go to Tavir and I whip out that book and hand it over to him
Mm-hmm.
and just say, I would greatly appreciate if you can explain the contents of this book.
Tavir looks it over and his entire expression just drops. His facial expression has changed and he just looks very unhappy with all of it. Like he's recalling just a bad memory.
It's a bad memory for me too.
This happened about... This was an experiment I created during the War of Mines. An idea, put to paper, not ever executed on. I realized that in the wrong hands this could be genocidal. But the orcs and the half-orcs were prime candidates for a condition known as for abusing their curse of stillness. Orcs go mad when they are forced to sit still. When they're forced to do nothing. The idea was that a rampaging army capable of not thinking but a singular idea could combat the mind flayers easily and resist their psychic abilities. In theory, it was correct. In practice, I never executed on it because I realized that far-reaching consequences. Karate studied it as well. I told him never to use it. Don't know if he did, but I know about somewhere between 20, 30 years ago. Someone experimented on it, enacted it, wiped out a small town, northern Thavia.
I need you to give me that name. I need you to give me something. Who did that? Who would have any reason to do that? And why
reason.
on like a village?
It was a village not too far away from some visitor elves and some wood elves. Not terribly far off. They
Elves.
figured they were nearby, but we figured they figured the village was nothing. A no-named place, really. Safe to carry out an experiment like that. I got the details after it happened. I never was part of it. I tried to burn my notes that I had on it. I didn't even know this still was around. I thought I got rid of them all. To make sure it never happened again. But
That village was nothing. Is that really what you have to say? That village was nothing?
it was lives lost. It was my notes.
That village was everything.
Edmix. You're from there. You survived.
Shit.
I was told no one did. I was told no one was left after that. I can tell you this then, son. The orcs vanished too. We don't know what happened to the arm after that small army was gone. Somewhere out there is an old person, is a person with with that knowledge. Ordola.
This experiment for?
The experiment was conducted against the War of Mines. What they would be using it for today, I have no idea. But the only other person who knew about this was Ordola.
So what happens when somebody conducts this experiment? I think I missed it.
Orcs go crazy. When the idea was, if you were to completely isolate the orcs and the half-orcs, completely sensory deprive them, their stillness curse would overtake them, their adrenaline would pump like mad. It would send them into a frenzy and unleash like a monstrous horde upon a town or anything. The idea was to send them again. Yes, the idea was to send them against the Mind Flayers. Since they'd be of singular mindset, just violence and no thought, they would be immune or resistant to the psychic abilities. We were
Well,
correct.
instead of trying to defeat some greater evil, it was used to end abruptly the lives of women and children.
He sighs and it's very he's beside himself with it. I'm sorry, son.
You
I did.
and your friends took everything from me.
I could. He kind of just is forced to sit on the floor for a second.
Yeah, take your time. I understand this could be heavy news for you.
He looks at you, Thorin, just not confused, just out of it, and I gave you the name Ordola. The only other thing I can say is this. While there were no survivors except for you, son, there was a couple of villagers that weren't present at the time. Funny enough, one of them was taken in by a different clan of orcs. Somewhere in Thavia. If you were to find that clan that fought and find the other person, might give you some more insight as to what they might know about that day. I know that they've been living amongst one of the orc clans. And also to tell you that we know that whatever orcs there are, probably still out there. Missing.
Tell me about this Ordola.
Ordola was the third. Not my apprentice, but someone I knew. Wasn't a part of the Abyss Watch, but was a very avid student of enchantments and such.
How'd you know Ordola?
She was a friend. An old friend. She never wanted to join the Abyss Watch, but she also was keen on studying from me. I took her in. I helped her. Trained her. but she was the only other person who knew about this this experiment. If you find Ordola, you might get more answers, or at the very least, or figure out that she actually experimented or conducted it. I don't know who did it. She's the only other person who knows. The last story I heard of her, though, she was somewhere. She was either on Daviar. She started, or she would have sailed back to Flond. I know where her last location was. Last I ever heard of her was a few years ago. She would have been staying in northern Thavia. Not the Stonegear Triumvirate, but she would have been staying at the Yale Republic, somewhere in the Yale Republic.
In the what republic?
Yale. It is east of the Triumvirate.
East of what?
East of the Triumvirate.
How you spell that?
Yale. Hold on a second.
No, no, east of the whatever word that is that you're saying.
Oh, Triumvirate. 1 second. Put it in the damn Twitch chat. Well, anyway, I can switch to your screen later. I'll give it to you in a minute. But that's what he says there. And I'll address that one. All right. So
I'm gonna say to him,
mhm.
you're lucky that the person who's the reason that I'm alive today and what she instilled in me is the reason that I am sparing your life today.
It's that very reason I guard this town. I never want to see something like that happen. To know my research was used like that. I will never be able to apologize enough to you.
Fuck it, let's write up another contract.
Last thing here. Rookie were saying something as well. You need to go to the desert. So you guys have this on the table right now. You decided. It sounds like you decided not to join the Abyss Watch, and you have decided not to follow in line with that. Corsair looks at you all. Well, whatever you decide to do, there are pressing concerns and matters I'm sure that you would like to attend to. Each of you has their own purposes in life and concerns. If I can give you information, I will, and we can decide what's going on next. We can probably leave this mountain in peace, and I shall follow you.
Regardless, I think we all want to head north through the desert.
Very well.
That'll bring you back to the North Thorn.
And we shall move.
Man, I am withholding so much right now. I am just like every
You
life
just blew
that
my mind.
these guys touch, every life suffers.
I was expecting you to kill Tavir. I was waiting for it.
Honestly, yeah, I was
I-
waiting for that too.
I was so tempted to, but he is not the person I'm looking for. But I was so tempted to kill him right now or stab him or something. So tempted. But I'm like, would Thorin do that? No, Thorin would want to save the rage for who
Next.
deserves it.
All right, so I want to go ahead and do this. Fayana, you are technically bound to Corsair. So, are there any questions you wish to ask of him? Any orders?
Not at the moment.
All right. Then you guys are all set. And you are able to leave this mountain.
Hooray!
Last thing I'm going to say here is this. As you travel out, we can go back in if we have to and figure out the rest of it. But as you guys head out, Corsair helping you through the rest of the mountain,
You reach the overworld once again, putting the mountain behind you and exiting into the sun for the first time in a long time.
Oh god, yes.
Many
The
things
sun
have
feels so
occurred.
good.
Are you two getting off on sunlight?
Burn me.
You have denied joining the Abyss Watch. You have given word that you will not probably be joining the Vigilant Few, although they might ask you. Your party goes on, and as you have that first bit of sunlight in a long time,
My skin.
you're able to see out into the desert, to the harshness of it.
So
You
where did
know
we
there's
come
a
out
tower.
exactly?
You came out down here.
Okay.
You know that for each of you, I say this. Rook, there is a tower waiting for you. You are looking for it. Fayana as well. You know it's in the desert. Kilius, your journey lies more north, as does Thorns. Phoenix, your story is still unfolding. But you know that in following with Fayana, there's more answers, since you
Are
do
you
know
sweating
a
a little
few
bit over
things.
there? I don't know.
However, the last thing that happens, but the final thing I'm going to say is this. Umbra, as you hit the skies once again and walk out,
Oh shit.
you feel a ping, a moment. A whisper.
Yes.
Through your amulet, only you hear this.
Umbra, you have done well. 2 targets. Your first missions have gone successfully. Now, we reach a third. The true trial and final trial of your initiations begins. Your target will be known to you soon. However, this will not be an easy venture. But there is reward for you upon completion. You have
Glad.
us. I will give you a list of 4. We will send you a list of 3 targets within your vicinity and your region. If you choose the one you wish to accept, we have reason to believe that there is something wrong with the following 4 individuals. Umbra, your
Yes.
order, you are given a mental image and name. You're given a mental name for all. You're given a mental image and name for 4 individuals. And you are given an idea of location, as it is approximate location. One name pops up to the north, pops up in the northern portion of the desert. An orc named Thragus Kell. The second pops up to the south. A human named Tavares. Third, a person by the name of Silrain. Appears to be the face of a Ladrin. And the fourth name
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
is
Oh, no.
interesting to you.
Oh no.
Why?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have a
fuck.
prediction.
The reason for this name is believed to be acquiring is investigating and investigation and potential assassination for crimes including the reassembly of an item.
Oh my god.
The item is called where did I put that note?
I don't think any of us did anything.
I don't know if we're freaking out for no reason or not, and tabletop is beating around the bush, and I'm so stressed.
It is called the. There it is. It is known as the collector's phylactery. The name associated is Kilius Chaos.
I fucking knew it, dude. I knew it. I knew it.
I knew it was gonna be one of us. I
had a feeling it was
I
Achilles
knew
for
it.
some reason.
I fucking knew it, dude. I
How did we
felt it
all
in
know
my
was you?
loins.
Give me this item. You will die.
Sorry, Kilius, you're on your own here, man. I don't fuck.
Yeah, fuck off.
Oh, but he gets to
collectors?
choose one though, which is good.
You get to choose one of the 4 that you believe is doable.
Yes.
I know the one.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty fucking
Doable? Excuse me?
easy.
You know which of the 4, you know of these 4 targets. So, and each of them has a crime associated with them. One is reassembling the collector's phylactery. One of them is a visitor. One of them is sorry. Visitor associated with corruption, that's the Eladrin. Practitioner is a practitioner of darker arts. The second one, the first one, the orc, is mentioning building of illegal weaponry, building of illegal magical weaponry. And the second one, the human, in the town, is located in the town south approximately. That crime stands of disassociation of the village and death of one of the vigilant few. So there are 4 crimes. Pick your targets carefully. As going into chapter 4, we are going to be heavily going into your backstories now. And to accommodate that, we will go ahead and reach the next level.
Level 6, baby! Woo!
That's what I've been waiting for!
Good luck,
Hell
adventurers.
yeah.
That is where we end the session. For sure.
Oh my goodness.
Damn. Chapter 3 completed,
Wow.
chat! You were here for it!
I have a lot of feelings. I've been sweating this whole time. Like my hands are sweaty. Like
It's funny because I'm just like constantly cold. I'm wearing like 3 layers right now.
Let's
I was also
go.
gonna punch Tavir. I was like, oh, I'm gonna totally punch this guy once he said, what'd you say about the village? Like, it was just
A nothing town. Yeah.
no, it was nothing town. And I was like gonna punch him, but then like he wasn't done with the sentence and like he said something at the other end of the sentence, and I was like, okay, I won't punch him. Oh
Don't do
man.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, so next session, guys, you get to decide. We're basically going to go into exploration mode. Whatever seems to be the most pressing of the backs, we're going to go through. Whatever seems to be the most pressing threats at the moment, we're exploring those. We're going heavily into backstory this time, and whatever happens, happens.
PvP incoming.
PvP incoming.
Oh no.
Tabletop, did you get my whisper to you as well?
I did, and that is
Okay.
going to play into something.
Okay.
But yeah, each of you has a story to unfold, and we're gonna dive heavily back into these backstories now. It is now completely up to you where you go, what the most pressing threats are, and figuring out what's closest.
Damn.
Got it.
Well, shit.
Intense.
How the fuck do they know already about the item?
So, Ski, who you gonna pick?
That's the other thing, isn't it, Ski?
Maybe they are watching through the amulet.
You gonna pick? You gonna
Well,
pick?
there is one other thing to be noted here, Ski. Regarding
Yes.
regarding this, your orders always come in from on high.
Mhm.
But remember, but that name, it throws you off. Potentially, having Kilius on that list. You're not sure why. You're also not sure how they would know anything. You haven't encountered anybody necessarily, and no one of your order has made mention of it. You're the only one. What the hell do they know?
Hmm.
Does your order require investigation?
We have a spy among us.
One of us is a rat.
Who is sus?
I think it's
Turn into
Jordan.
a mouse.
I think it's Grease. Should have killed Grease right away.
Oh my god.
No.
Grease has been with us the whole time.
No, it's
You
probably
killed his
Sav.
brother.
He's
bro.
been a
Yeah.
changeling.
Wait, you
Kill
think
them
one of
both.
us is a spy?
Yeah, Grease is 100%.
My God. All right, guys.
You just made him
Let's
Mr. Cat.
see here.
Hot
Call my
damn.
cat.
Level me up, baby.
We'll cover the levels next time and a few other things, and then I want to go ahead and get some other stuff ready for next session because I have plans for the future regarding different things as well.
Wait,
But
I don't really know how my new feature works.
Okay, we'll go through
I've
it.
got-
But
Excuse me.
for next time, let's see, community-wise...
On the next episode of Accidental Adventures Bullshit.
And the next, yeah, I'm so glad we're out of that fucking.
On the bright
Cavern
side,
system.
my alcohol will be done cooking on the 28th, so then I'll have.
How long were we in there for?
Oh,
Months.
wow.
A
Easily
long
couple
ass
weeks.
session.
A week or two, possibly.
Odie, did you
But
say
these
you
are
have
qu-
alcohol cooking?
You're cooking it?
Yeah, I'm making limoncello and technically moonshine / an
Nice.
aperitif. It's hard to explain.
Damn. Okay. Popping bottles next episode?
We
Oh, yeah.
have been there for almost 20 sessions.
20? Holy shit, hang on.
Yeah, we've been there for a long ass time.
There's no way we've been there for 20 sessions.
Session 7 was when we killed the witch.
Yes.
But we're on episode 25.
Yeah.
So-
Episode 7, we were in there for almost 20 sessions.
Almost
It's-
20, not exactly.
Must have
20.
been months.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
We had a few
Jeez.
delays, but yes, we were...
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
things happened down there.
That's crazy.
Episode 10, my only notes are fucked. Kilius is fucked. Episode 11, we're double fucked.
That's really what you're writing for your notes?
That's what I have. If nothing
Oh my
like
goodness.
grave happens of like lore or anything like that,
You just fuck around.
I just write how I feel.
Just write your feelings.
Mhm,
Yes,
mhm.
yes.
Oh man.
Wow.
It took everything in me though to just resist making a decision I feel like I was gonna regret in that moment.
You live your best life.
Oh, dude, I was right there with you, bro.
I know, I was just getting all this lore dump, and I'm like, do I slap him? Do I punch him? Do I stab him? Do I chop off his head? Like, what do I do? Oh, he dropped another name. Okay.
Could've castrated him.
Did you
He
vote
just
for
like
kill in the poll?
he just salt bait your one name to get aggro off of him.
I know, I'm just like keeping all Thorin's rage, because whenever we find Ordola, it is not going to be pretty.
Thorin's about to multi-class into barbarian.
I might not even ask any
We're about to have
questions.
2 barbarians.
The way he raging.
All right, so let's do some community this time around again. I know we did community last week, but it'd probably be good to do community just again.
Sure. Let's see.
I see there's Nigohart, Pickle Rick, Endo.
There's
Stan.
Kingan.
Dang it.
Aw,
There's
yeah,
also
let's go.
Molly Berry.
We haven't swung on by Kingan's place for in a hot
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, let's do
Bring it.
Kingan.
Oh,
Let's put
blast him
Kingan
with some
then.
I don't
love.
think we ever did raid King, did we?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Let's do it.
And if we have, it's been a long time.
Hells yeah. All right, chat. We're gonna go ahead and raid on up a fellow community member of all of us. So if you guys would be oh so willing to come raid with us, we've got a raid command and sub raid command. Copy whichever. God damn it, the bot needs a sub fucking sub every
Shit.
time. If you would be so willing to come join us, we'd greatly appreciate it. Once again, we do have a Discord. If you guys want to come hang out, that's where we eventually want to be hosting our sessions in as well. You guys would be able to actually pop pop in technically into the Discord and see us while we are live. We want to get implemented a system where the Discord is actually boosted so that we can get better quality for streaming. If you guys are in there, better quality for audio, all the perks that would entail with boosting servers. So make sure you guys are joining and take advantage of that server.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've also talked about, I know we've been talking about it for a long time, but finally like getting some community stuff implemented, even if it's like a session or two. I know I want to be more active in the Discord and even just do D&D hangout sessions where we just hang out and talk about D&D and teach you guys about D&D, and if you guys have any questions, answer them, and maybe, I don't know, give you the tools that you need to play some games of your own in the future, whether it be in the Discord or with your friends or whatever.
Yeah, it would be the best idea.
Amen,
Pretty
brother.
cool.
Hells yeah. Now, next session too, Ski, you said you're going to be gone next week? Or is it the week
Yeah,
after?
moving.
You're moving next week. Okay. So Ski's going to be gone.
Didn't you say it was like for the next
Are you
2
moving
Sundays,
to
Ski,
this-
or is it just the next Sunday?
Just the
Are you
next
moving
one.
to the States,
Okay.
Ski?
And just
I
as
love
a
the
heads
States
up
so
to
much.
chat, we try to do it where like Jordan aside, because he's the one that streams from his computer. If one of us isn't here, we still may stream without them. If 2 of us are absent, we will not stream. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys, I'm getting my booster next weekend, and I'm just afraid I'm gonna have a reaction, so there's a chance that stream is up in the air. We'll try to let you know as soon as possible, but
If you want some fun content, I do Sunday streams,
yeah,
and any
exactly.
day that we don't do D&D, I go
maybe
live
he'll go
early.
early, yeah.
You stream?
Yeah.
Wait, you're a streamer?
Next
Oh,
Sunday,
wow.
I thought about doing February, but next Sunday might be the start of Sekiro Arcade Stick run.
Oh shit.
Oh,
no.
Ooh.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
gonna be in pain. You're gonna
Yeah.
I know, but I want to try it, even if it's just for like a stream. I just want to try and see.
That's a lot of psychic damage in the making, dude.
I want to
Yeah,
give
right? I'm so
Thor
excited.
and Nico Hart a run for their money.
Ooh,
got it. I believe in you, Fox. You got that.
you can do this.
Also, one more shameless plug. I'm gonna just shout myself out real quick because I have not streamed on my own channel since November, and I am going to be streaming again on Wednesday for the first time ever. So if you want to come hang out, I'm excited. So yeah.
Boom. Yeah, get another shout out in there. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, let's raid Kingin. If you guys don't know Kingin, she's absolutely amazing and wonderful, and she's playing Prop Night, which I've actually been meaning to check out because I think I've heard it's
It's fun.
comparable to DBD.
It's
Or am I
fun.
wrong?
I like it better than Dead by Daylight. It's not as sweaty, but it's like if you play in public lobbies, it can be, I think. But we've been playing it recently in our community nights, like towards the end of the night when we have fewer people, because you can only play with 5 people for that one. But it is a good amount of fun. I do have fun with it.
Interesting.
I need to get it.
All right, well, let's go give Kingin lots of love, and we will see you guys next week.
Alrighty.
Love you.
Thank you guys for hanging out.
Adventurers, until next time.
Next week, people.
Stay accidental.
Bye bye.
Pearl, I love you. Guys, if you don't know Pearl, also check out Pearl. I dropped her a shout out in the chat. Go give some love to Pearl. She's amazing. Bye, bitches.